vortex. Start the countdown.
Hey, can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me all right? Hey, Munim. How's it going? Hey, Sojunim. Jennifer says, really good. That's good to hear. Good to hear. Hey, Sojunim says, all good. That's very good. Good to hear. Our rhythm news says all good. Good to hear. Jennifer, so sweet. Merong님, yes. Yeah, I don't have my camera on right now. I'm actually trying to cool it down. I had it on for quite some time and it felt really hot to the touch. So I think I need to give it a few minutes to cool down. So we'll just give it a few minutes to cool down. Hey, Rosanne, what's up? How's it going? Well, because nobody wants to study, right? Hey, English Journey name, what's up? How's it going? Hey, name. You're not blind, don't worry. You're not boring. Yeah, I don't have my camera on right now. Just give me a few minutes, okay? I think my camera needs a few minutes to cool down. Fryun name? How do you read your name? Fryun? Is that how you read it? Chongkri said, I'm excited, looking forward to seeing how Sam's live streaming can be bored enough to put me to sleep in 30 minutes. Well, you know, so there's this dialogue that I had. I think I put together the initial version of this dialogue quite, a few months ago maybe. And I was just kind of, going through it again, making some changes to it. As I was going through it, after you finish something, you look back to it, and sometimes it doesn't seem or feel as good as you wanted it to be. So you start making changes, and it kind of led to a lot of changes eventually, and it just became this really long dialogue. And so this is probably the longest dialogue that we've ever covered during a stream, or like ever. So Kim Myung-ni, you're in the Philippines. Great. Yeah, I had it on for quite some time. I was filming something earlier, and I had it on for about like more than 2 hours probably. So you're not ready to go to bed yet? Okay, all right. That's fine too. It's fine too. Hello, nice to meet you too, Yasneem. How you doing? How you doing? Hey, Jenny Konim, how's it going? As always, pleasure. Longest dialogue ever. Yeah, probably the dialogue that we'll be covering today will probably be the longest dialogue we've ever covered. Or at least that's what it looks like. Yeah, so hopefully it'll be interesting enough for some of you, and for some of you it's it's just gonna be like a sleeping pill. Hey Youngnim, what's up? How's it going? It sounds like when you put together dialogue, story flew really smoothly. I don't know. Maybe I just got a little too emotionally invested in it. So I think it definitely speaks to a lot of the concerns that a lot of parents have. Probably not all parents, but a lot of parents. So Hey, Onengnim, what's up? How's it going? Just saw your stream is on. I'm at the gym working out my shoulder. Okay, yeah. Pump those shoulders up. Pump it up. Yeah. You know, once we start the stream, actually, we haven't really started the stream, so. Yeah, let's see how many people. I mean, actually, the numbers that appear beneath the video is not going to really represent the actual people who are tuning in, because I feel like I'm betting that about more than half of the viewers will fall asleep towards like halfway through the dialogue. We're gonna have like more than half of the viewers falling asleep. You had a bowl of salmon poke. That sounds great. I love poke. I actually had a late lunch and I haven't had dinner yet, which is a little bit concerning now that I think about it, because I got to take my meds. I have a set of meds that I have to take after dinner, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Can I take my meds on an empty stomach? Is that okay? Nah, I don't know. 행복한님, what's up? How's it going? 오늘 왔는데 영어가 너무 무서워요. Yeah, that's right. And remember, there's no way around that. There's no way but to just power through, overcome it. 일상 회화부터 인사말까지 자기소개 같은 문장도 공부 중인데 만만합니다. 빨간사에 재우신다고 해서 와봤어요. Okay? Yeah. Well, remember, I mean, nothing's gonna, get rid of that fear. Nothing's gonna Thanos snap that fear away. That fear is gonna be there until you overcome it yourself. So, I am studying English 6 classes a day here. What? Wait, classes? 6 classes a day? What does that mean? Each class is like an hour long, right? 혹시 3시간 라이브일지도 모른다는 생각인데. Well, we did start a little early, I guess. My hubby came back just now. I'll be back after fixing dinner for him. Okay. Yeah. That's, if that's what you gotta do, you gotta do, right? You're right. All right, it's working. I told you. It's working. It's having its effect a lot earlier, a lot quicker than I thought. 배 금방 고파지실 것 같아. Yeah, I'm already a little feeling a little hungry already, actually. Too early to fall asleep though. Well, hey, just wait till we actually start the dialogue. I swear, you're gonna fall asleep in half an hour. Where are you? I'm right here. I'm right here, son. You can't see me? Quokka? What's quokka? Even if I am asleep while I'm at this, let me turn my laptop on. Okay. No, you better off not taking an empty stomach. I was a medic before. You would likely be. Oh, really? Okay. All right. Well, thanks for that little tip. I'll wait until I get something to eat, which will be kind of late. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about dinner. You have insomnia? Is it a self-diagnosed insomnia? Because a lot of people self-diagnose their insomnia. It's like, a lot of people say they have insomnia, but when you actually ask them, they never actually got the diagnosis from a doctor. So is it a self-diagnosed insomnia, or do you actually have insomnia? Leonim, what's up? How's it going? You love today's title? Maybe I should always come up with like ridiculous titles like today. Hey, Leonim, what's up? How's it going? Can I turn on my camera now? I wonder if it's cooled down. It still feels pretty warm, actually. Okay, my camera is on. Let's see how... Okay, it seems like it's working okay now, so... 내 불면증은 내가 진단한다. 꾸미님, think I have what? Hello, Henry Hanim says. Hello, what's up? How's it going? I'm doing all right. I'm here with you guys. I'm online, which means I'm doing pretty good. Hell of a lot better than I was a few weeks ago, so... Hola, ¿cómo estás? Nice to meet you today. Hey, nice to meet you too. Welcome. Oh, it's you again, Nakanim. Hello, welcome. Good to see you again. Yeah, like anything besides actually putting in effort and working and studying, right? Although you're right. I mean, it would make for a nice little break. Although I don't think anybody wants to see me or hear me eat. I mean, that's disgusting, right? Yeah, good to see you too. In case of a self-diagnosed insomnia, medicine is studying. I'm not exactly sure what you mean. What do you mean by that? Ijeong님, hello, right back at you. You remember? Yeah, of course. I mean, your name is pretty unique, easy to remember, sure. And you're pretty active in the comment section, so in the chat. Check the piano 언제 나올까요? I don't know. I'm working on it. I'm trying to not be so lazy about it. So who knows? I'm gonna try to have like a rough draft completed by the end of the year, but who knows? Yeah. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Sure. Actually, maybe I should have gotten a bag of chips, because a bag of chips is actually mentioned in today's dialogue. So I'm sure that's gonna make me very hungry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that like half of our viewers will be asleep around 30 minutes into the dialogue. I'm pretty sure. Glad to see you too. Did you get a haircut? Yeah, I actually got a haircut. Yeah, actually, I gave myself a haircut earlier today. I shaved it off, unfortunately, because I messed it up. I messed it up and I had to shave it off. I was trying to do something, okay? I was trying to do a little something, and then I just completely messed it up. And so I said, fuck it, I just shaved it off. Yeah, hello, friends. Yeah. 그냥 혼자 불면증이라고 하는 거면 공부하면 바로 잠온다. 그냥 혼자 불면증이라고 하는 거면 공부하면 바로 잠온다. Oh yeah, right. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. All right, so if this stream actually makes you fall asleep, then your insomnia is not really insomnia. It's likely a self-diagnosed insomnia, right? Oh, thank you. Hope to see your mukbang one day, and you describe the taste like mukbang YouTuber. How do they do that? I mean, it's amazing that they do that. I mean, I give them a lot of credit. I mean, think about it. You eat all that food by yourself in one sitting. I'm sure they got to work out a lot, right? But that can't be easy to do. That's really amazing that they actually do that. Oh, yes, that's right. The context is usually everything. I'm now at a juncture where I'm sure I'm not wrong, but the others, if they don't understand what I'm saying in English, I used to think, oh, I might have said something wrong, but now I'm super confident. I'm sure I'm not wrong, but the others, if they... Oh, I see. Okay, I see what you mean. All right, so you've become confident with your English enough to feel that, to know that it's not just you who's not saying things right, but other people just don't get you sometimes. Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, I had a feeling that's gonna happen today. I have a pretty good feeling that's gonna happen today. Oh, thank you, Jenny. It's very kind of you to say. I'll just wash my face really quickly before we start. Try not to fall asleep in the middle of the stream. It's going to be hard. We have a pretty long dialogue today. So, English Journey says, speaking of mukbang, okay. I've been looking for a good mukbang YouTuber who speaks English lately. Oh, I'm pretty sure, from what I understand, there are a lot of like mukbang YouTubers in the US as well, because mukbang has become such a sensational thing. I don't know if it's such a sensational thing nowadays as well, but it's become such like a trendy thing that you'll find plenty of mukbang YouTubers in the English speaking community, I'm sure. What's your MBTI? I don't know. I have no idea. I know one thing for sure. I'm a big fat T. I'm probably like the biggest, the fattest, and the meanest T that you'll ever meet. I don't know about the other sections, the other segments, but one thing for sure is that I am a big fat T. 선생님, 영화 올빼미 보셨나요? I don't think so, although that does sound oddly familiar. 관심 없다가 최근에 쿠팡 플레이 올라와서 봤는데 진짜 재밌게 봤어요. Oh, you did? Okay. Actually, I watched a movie last night, and it turned out to be a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like one of those really cheaply made, just, stupid movies because of the title, but it actually turned out to be really good. And I don't want to get too much into it because I actually filmed myself talking about that movie, just randomly, even without a script. And I think I might share that video pretty soon, maybe tomorrow morning. Who knows? So I don't want to share too much just yet. Hello, Cheongsu님. How you doing? How you doing today? How are ya? Oh, by the way, we start at 9 o'clock, you guys. So give yourself plenty of time to do whatever you need to do before we actually get into today's dialogue, because we're going to go through a very long dialogue today. So we're starting at 9. So there's you have almost an hour to do whatever you need to do before we get into the dialogue, okay? I don't know how to describe your quality, but I really like cynical characters like what you did earlier. You just showed your new haircut right away. So, what's cynical about that? What's cynical about that? I guess cynical is not really the word. Just, just straightforward, I guess. Capital T. Yeah, big fat capital T. Sounds interesting. I have a question, says Tonim. Do you feel like your personality changes depending on which language you're using? I think I've talked about this before, but yes, I do feel like my personality, I sort of shift personas, if you will, depending on which language I use. I don't know, I can't really explain like what kind of persona I take on with each language, but I do feel a bit different. And I'm sure that, I think it was Sonanim that spoke about this in one of our recent streams, but she also felt that, and I'm sure a lot of other people feel the same way. And probably anybody who speaks a little bit of different, like several different languages, a few or several different languages, I'm sure they'll tell you the same thing, because every language carries with it a part of the culture and the mindset and the character of the people who speak that language. And so I think it's a very natural thing. It's nothing that's like special. It's just the way it is. 6 years? Have I been doing this that long? Jesus. James is doing okay now. Sick. Oh, you were sick? Did you have the flu? I think I remember you talking about something about a flu. Someone here had a flu. 선생님 궁금한 게 생겼는데 spunky라는 단어를 남자 성격 말할 때는 잘 안 써요. Spunky? I've heard that before, but I'm honestly not very familiar with that. That's the kind of thing that you would ask ChatGPT. I think ChatGPT would do a great job of explaining to you what it means and how it's commonly used. Sure. So go ahead. Go ahead. This is exactly the kind of stuff that you would ask ChatGPT, and you'll probably get a very good answer for. I really admire your acting. Well, to be honest, it's not really acting. It's just me. I'm actually taking part in that dialogue. Although I don't know, I just kind of dress differently, I guess, but. We'll pick AL. AL. Is that the highest level? Well, hey, whatever it is, that's great. Congratulations. I love to hear news like this. That's great. Congratulations. And give yourself credit. It's not, hey, that's, I'm just here spending time with you guys. You're the one who put in the time and effort and decided to use my content. So kudos to you. 저도 영어로 말하면 더 나대게 되는 느낌. You become more confident and more outspoken, and sure, I think that's I think a lot of people would agree to that kind of sentiment. Hey Jizyonin, what's up? How's it going? It's good to see you again. I want to listen to your pronunciation. It really helps me a lot. My pronunciation. Okay, so I just keep talking then, right? Good evening. I'll try that. Thanks. Oh yeah, ChatGPT. It's really hard to type what I want to say with a phone. So slow. I can't keep track of what it goes on the live chat. Yeah, and I think that's why a lot of people, most of the people who are very active in the chat during the stream are actually using their computers. They're on their laptops or their PCs or whatever. And yeah, I'm sure that a lot of people will tell you that they're on their PCs or their laptop. Although, me too. I don't know. Have I always really sucked at typing on my phone ever since like the very beginning? Like nowadays, it seems like it's getting worse. It's probably because I'm aging, but I keep like the amount of typos that I make. Just sometimes I have to write a single word over and over again, like more than 5 times, because I keep making typos. It's really frustrating. It gets really, really annoying, to be honest. Yeah, congratulations. 저 아직 영어로 화낼 줄 몰라서 영어를 할 때 좀 더 착한 것 같아요. Well, it's not always this or that, right? I mean, it's not there. I mean, it's not always like you're either very nice or very angry. It's just that, you're just not very familiar with the language. You're still not very good with it. And it's not just you too. That's probably how most people are. Think about foreigners who speak Korean, who are not very fluent in Korean, but who are learning Korean. A lot of them sound very nice, right? It's kind of the same thing. So, 풍부해지는 것 같다고요? Okay, that's a good thing. That's very good. I'm glad. That's great. I'm glad it's having that sort of effect on you. That's great. Big hats off to you, Sam. I've been able to keep motivated and making a very rigid base for my English. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to hear. Sam, do you organize your schedule? Do you use a specific site or app like Google Calendar or Notion? Oh my gosh, I am constantly looking for new ways to organize my thoughts, my notes, and if I'm being honest, like currently, my notes are all over the place. And it's really, really frustrating. And I spend probably an unnecessary amount of time trying to get all of my notes sorted. It's just so it's a very, very annoying part of my day, to be honest. Some of my notes are on Google Keep. Some of them are on UpNotes. One of my favorites note-taking apps is actually UpNotes. I don't know if you guys know UpNotes, but I've used most of the note-taking apps, and I'm sure, and to be honest, I think note-taking apps are just a tool. It doesn't really matter which one you use. Most of them are really good, and I think the reason that I'm just not organized is just because my head is not organized. I'm just not. Yeah, I just need to settle with one particular app. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. I remember you saying you haven't been to the US since you left the country as a child. Is my understanding correct? Yeah, pretty much. Ever since I came back to Korea in '94, I never went back since. If so, have you ever wanted to visit the US just for fun? I'm curious. Oh, sure, of course. Yeah. Yeah, of course. That happened to mistyping. Yeah, that's right. UpNotes. Right. I'm just early 30s, but using smartphones and learning new skill is sometimes so annoying when I feel frustrated. I think like, yeah, it's just so frustrating. Like typing. I hate typing. I hate typing on smartphones. That's for sure. I hate typing on smartphones. UpNote 써볼게요. 제 Notion 사용 도전 중인데 괜찮더라고요. Yeah, I think Notion. I'm like UpNote, Notion. Like I said, most of them are all good. Like Evernote, as long as they're offering as far as plans go, right? So as far as plans go, as long as you're okay with the pricing and all that, then it like most of the ones that are very popular and well known, I think most of them are very similar too. They're very similar and they're all good. It's just, you just have to stick with one and stop, distracting yourself with like, am I using the right tool? Just stick with one and just focus on the content. And I think that's the part where I'm not very good at. I just, whenever I get stuck with something, like I'm stuck with an idea and things are not going as I wish they would go. And sometimes I tell myself, I make myself believe, I convince myself it's because of the tool. Oh, I'm not using the right tool. That's why I'm so distracted and not organized. No, that's not true. It's because I'm not organized up here, So, you think you'll have dinner before the lecture? Okay. Well, let's not call it a lecture, guys, right? Well, I always miss the timing to send because of my typos. Yeah. How about using oh wait, no, because how about using like voice recognition? Yeah? How about using voice recognition? I get more and more nervous and intimidated when speaking English. The longer I study, the more I get nervous and stressed out. I don't know why. Is it supposed to be the other way around? It really depends. It really depends on... It depends on a lot of things, I think. Your environment and what you mean by studying, like... But one thing that I know for sure is that when you get too caught up in the process of studying English, like if you're so focused on trying to understand everything and trying to get things right, like you become obsessed with being grammatically correct, then yes, naturally you become more nervous and scared of making mistakes and being judged, right? And so I think you always have to keep in mind that you're learning English to communicate. And the best way to improve your English is to actually just communicate and trust the process, right? So as you use English, all of your errors, well, not all of them, obviously, but some of your errors will gradually pan out and smooth out along the way. You got to kind of trust in the process. You know what I mean? You have to have trust in the process, is what I'm trying to say. I just use that iPhone calendar and reminders and set alarms a lot. It's too easy for me to forget schedule. Alarms, yeah, using alarms, making use of alarms. For me, Class is the best. Is that a note-taking app, Class? A note and a book is all I need. Hey, that is great. So you take all of your notes you handwrite all of your notes? Is swearing less severe than Korean ones? I have a feeling that it feels lighter. I've seen family uses it to each other in a joke way. You mean like the F word? Yeah. I mean, I think it's it really depends how you use it and what kind of situation you use it in. Oh my gosh, I use voice recording a lot, but in Korean, Siri is so stupid, or my Korean pronunciation is too fast. Siri got confused so many times. Yeah, the voice recognition technology isn't quite up there, is it? How are you? I have a question. Hey, Christine, what's up? It's been a while. It's good to see you again. They say if you listen to English, you can speak it too. Is that correct? Well, think of it the other way. If you listen to Korean, can you speak Korean? I mean, it's not as simple as just do this and this will happen, right? It's never as simple as that. Learning a language is a very complicated process, but that doesn't mean your method has to be complicated. Okay? There's never a fixed select few methods that will guarantee a select few results. You know what I'm trying to say? Just because you do A, B, and C, it's not going to guarantee, these results. As I always say, you cannot expect learning a language to feel like or to be similar to that of learning, learning math or anything like that. It's not like a science project. There are no formulas. There are no fixed rules. People use language. Language tends to evolve over time. People use the language, and between generations, language evolves, right? And so it's a more organic thing. So yeah, you just have to use the language and try not to stress over, how you're going to improve and whether or not you're improving, because then it kind of defeats the purpose of learning the language in the first place, because you're learning the language just to use it in day-to-day speech, right? And so just focus on that. Just focus on communicating. Just use it as much as you can, and try not. And again, just use it as much as you can. Don't stress over whether or not you're improving or how you can improve more. Just use it as much as you can. Learn as much as you can. Don't get caught up so much in the errors that you make or your the imperfections in your grammar, and just, be happy that you can communicate in it, right? And whenever you're actually communicating with foreigners, just try to be present. Don't like, stand back and be all freaked out about, how bad your English is, and don't get so depressed over, how much more you have to learn. Just be present. You know what I mean? The room looks like it is not your office. I am in my office, actually. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Well, it's, I wish I could change it up all the time. Yes, oops, typo. Classic is the best for me. Oh, okay. A note and a pen is all I need to put together all schedule. Oh, okay. I see. Hi, Sam. How are you today? I'm doing okay, actually. I'm here with you guys, which means I have no complaints. Okay, we still have 40 minutes to go. Oh, what am I going to do about dinner? I have to take my evening meds. I had a roll of kimbap earlier. I think, when it comes to Korean food, I think one of my favorites is actually kimbap. It's just so easy. So easy. And very minimal mess afterwards. And it's just so easy. Problem is, now I'm getting really hungry. 저 이번에 다른 거 다 쉬고 하루 종일 영어 보거나 듣고 있는데 일을 공부할 때는 확실히 노출 시간을 늘리기가 어려운 것 같아요. 그래서 뭔가 더 불안해지고 빠른 방법을 찾는 것 같기도 해요. Yeah. And that's the problem. Most people don't realize that as they continue to look for easier and faster ways, they're actually pushing it even further away. They're actually delaying the whole learning process. And which is why I always emphasize the importance of using the language, finding a way to incorporate using English in your daily routines, not setting aside extra time to study the language and to just consume content that's been created for English learners, but just to consume content as you would Korean content. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So, hey, so you said that, when you're studying or when you're working, it's hard to make time to study English. But even when you're studying and working, you still spend time watching YouTube videos. You still go to the movies. You still read books, right? And you spend time online for your own entertainment, right? So you have to give up some of that. You have to sacrifice some of that time and do those things in English. Now, the transition is going to be really hard because you don't want to do that, right? You don't want to do those things. You just want spend some time for yourself, for your personal entertainment. But I feel like, realistically speaking, if you really want to improve your English, you have to use English a lot, right? And so, but realistically, people don't have that much time. People don't have, like you said, people don't have the time to set aside to do the extra, to put in the extra time and effort. And so you have to find a way to incorporate using English, right? The usage of English into your daily routine. Do some of the things that you would routinely do in English. And I would start with watching YouTube videos and watching movies and TV shows. Of course, you want to watch that Korean movie. Of course, you want to watch that Korean show. Of course, you want to click on that video that's in Korean, but just making it a rule and telling yourself, oh, wait, because I have this goal that I want to learn English, improve my English, I'll do this in English. I'll do that in English. You see what I mean? You recommend watching YouTube videos on topics I like, so I've been watching MLB-related videos. I've picked a lot of idioms like riding one's coattails, which I had never heard before. I don't know that one either. See? You see what I mean? So, what does that mean, riding one's coattails? I'm just finished, but I don't clean up yet. I get out to rearrange all things. Plus, it doesn't seem to be getting better. I'm wondering what it is. Snap. Sam, I heard that director Bong Joon-ho's new movie will be released soon. Are you going to see it? Which movie is that? I gotta say, I don't really consider myself a big fan of Bong Joon-ho. And do you know how I know that? Because if you asked me to name any of his movies, I wouldn't be able to. I mean, I'll probably know the movies if you told me which one was Bong Joon-ho's movies, but I just don't know him well enough to make the link between the movies that I know and the director. So I don't really consider myself a big fan. So what movie is it? In my case, I had crush on cats, so I found documents about cats. You had a crush on cats? That's an odd way to put it. Okay. All right. Thinking in English will definitely be a big help. Thinking in English. Thinking in English. Okay, so you're saying like as you go through your day, you know, as you are like, because you know we all talk to ourselves in our heads, right? In English. Sure. Yeah, like talking to yourself in English and thinking in English. Sure. Yeah, that definitely helps. It's uncomfortable. 전 자꾸 시간 날 때는 선생님 영상을 틀어놓는데 미드나 외국 유튜브를 보긴 하지만 집중해서 봐야 틀려서요. You know, it's about comfort. It's because you feel more comfortable with my content because you've been spending so much time with it. But it's you know, I know this is very cliche. You've probably heard this a million times. You probably know this better than I do, and I know that you hate hearing this, but you got to get out of your comfort zone. You have to step out of your comfort zone if you want any meaningful improvement. If you want to advance, you really got to step out of your comfort zone. Big fan of yours. I just felt like saying that. Oh, that's Sonani. That's okay. I really wasn't expecting to hear that from you at this point. Okay, all right. Hey, thank you. Thank you for saying so. Hi, Barberson. How are you? I'm doing okay. How are you, 모찌님? Can I call you 모찌님? How you doing? Another saying, 이상하셨나요? 집이 바뀌셨나요? Oh, I'm in my office now. I'm in my office. Parasite was a big hit. Oh, Parasite was from Bong Joon-ho. Okay. I actually didn't see that. I don't know why. It just, you know, not my kind of movie. 최근에 알게 된 건데 공부가 되는 안 되는 느낌이랑 실제 학습이랑 상관없대요. 중국어가. 최근에 알게 된 건데 공부가 되는 안 되는 느낌이랑 실제 학습이랑 I'm not sure what you're getting at. RMD says, been a while. It's been a while. Welcome back. How you been? 쌤 말씀 완전 동감해요. 일상 영어하기 전에 1시간 기다려서 식당에 밥 먹으러 갔을 때 속으로 I don't know what's worse. I waited for an hour in line or the fact that the food totally sucks. It's less delicious than it's supposed to. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So, like, you know, as you go through your day, just, you know, try to, you know, comment on things, make remarks, and just say things in English and think in English as much as you can. Oh, Mickey 17? Isn't that already out? I thought that was already out. It wasn't? I guess I saw the ad or something. Okay. Yeah, I've seen that movie. I saw the ads for that movie a number of times. I don't know if I'm going to go see it. I do like sci-fi, but I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to go see that one. Maybe I will. I got to get out of my comfort zone. Huh, that's right. Thanks for your advice. Yeah, I mean, that's not really advice, right? Because we all know where it is. Just more like a reminder. Just just a reality check, I guess. Do you think speak broken English without correction also helps to improve English skill? Yes, absolutely. Because you know how I know that? That's what everybody else does. That's what everybody else in the world does. That's the same thing as saying, I'm just a beginner driver. Is it okay if I go out and drive? Will that improve my driving skill? Yeah. In fact, that's exactly what you need to do. Even if your driving sucks, you need to go out there and drive. You're not just gonna, hide in your home and study driving. You're gonna get out there. That's exactly what everybody needs to. That's why I keep comparing studying English and learning English with driving, because it's exactly the same. It's exactly how we learn anything in life. You know what I'm trying to say? So, I don't mean to, I mean, it's a valid question. It's a totally valid question. I understand what you're saying, but I just want to really, really stress this and have everyone just feel that English is just a language. It's not rocket science. It doesn't require any sort of special learning process. You don't need an expert to teach you. You don't need some freaking patented, English learning method. All that is freaking bogus, okay? It's learning a language is just like learning anything else in life. You learn by doing it. You don't learn by hiding and studying about it, okay? You see what I'm trying to say? Be uncomfortable. Okay, so becoming comfortable with being uncomfortable, okay, is the biggest key to success. I know, right? I usually phrase that a little differently. So, overcoming your fear. I think, I don't know, which is a broader sense? Comfort or fear? I'm not really sure. But personally, the way I view it is being uncomfortable with something is a type of fear. I think fear could be a bigger concept, but, there's a saying. There's a saying that goes, nothing has defeated men more than fear. And so I believe that is what's happening to most, like more than 90% of English learners in Korea. They fail to learn because of fear. They're afraid. It's coming out on the 28th? Okay. Why am I already feel so sleepy? I haven't even started. It's because of the title. No, it's because it's so boring. Because you've already heard me talk about this like a million times, and you're hearing it again, so you know exactly what I'm going to be talking. You know exactly what all this is about, and we haven't really switched up anything. You're hearing the same voice again, and just I guess to look at it in a good way. You're very comfortable here, so maybe that's why. Oh yes, I saw that one. Oh, that's from Pongjino. Okay. Okay, so first of all, that movie wasn't scary, because it's not really a horror movie, right? It's more like a thriller. It's more like a crime drama, I would say. More like a thriller, crime, mystery. I wasn't a big fan of that one. I only watched it once, which probably means I didn't really enjoy it that much, but it was okay. It was all right. Sci-fi is not my thing, but I can't help seeing Pong's movie. Oh, really? Okay, so you feel more compelled to watch the movie because of the director. Okay, you must be a big fan of the director. Have you seen the movie called The Fall, director's cut, by any chance? No, I haven't. Is that by Bong Joon-ho too? Right, it's not math. You just sounded like a social activist. I guess I do sometimes. Like whenever I get really worked up about something and start, moving my mouth in that way. 감탄사 how, what 할 때 어떤 차이인지 잘 이해가 안 돼요. 검색 많이 했는데도 이해가 안 가요. 쉬운 문법 있나요? Can you give me an example? I really need an example. I really need an example. You always have to start with context. I don't even know how to read your name. Okay, that's 뭐. I know that's 뭐. I've seen that character on the calendar. But I don't know what that second one is. Can anybody read the second character? Is this 목? What is it? 목? Is it 목 what? Anyway, I just have to remind you that whenever you are curious, whenever you're trying to find out the difference between two similar words or any expressions, you always have to start with context. Because the difference always depends on context. There's never a governing rule between just words and expressions. It always depends on context. You always have to start with the context, okay? It's your first time tuning into the stream. Welcome to the stream. It's nice to have you with us. 영어 드라마 유튜브 등의 영상을 볼 때 영어가 다른 스페인어, 중국어 영상을 볼 때 영어 자막과 한국어 자막 중 어떤 것이 편하신가요? When I watch a movie or a TV show, it's usually with my wife. And so there's I don't think I've ever watched a foreign movie or a show. And when I say foreign, I mean like it's not English nor Korean. I don't think I've ever watched any foreign movies like that by myself. So I don't really know. How are you so fluent in English and Korean? I had a baby last month. Okay. I don't know which one to respond to. Wait. Hey, David Partney, what's up? It feels like it's been a really long time. He was born in the States, so his mother language will be English, but I want him to speak and listen Korean as fluent as you. I don't know how. I know that I look and sound fluent with both languages, but I'm not like really fluent. Like I'm not at a native speaking level with either language, and that's the fact. I know a lot of you are going to say it's not, but it is the fact. So in my case, I spent about, I think, 6 years in the US when I was a kid, just like your kid will, I think. And then after I graduated elementary school there, my family and I, we actually came back in 94. We came back in 94, and I've been in Korea ever since. I never left. I went there. I never went back. And so when I came back, I learned Korean. So I guess that kind of explains how I kind of have a command over both languages to an extent. It's encouraging us. I feel relieving know that you're always here for us. What did I say? 목욕? Oh, is that right? Okay. How's your day? It was okay, I guess. Actually, I went to the vet today because of Amber. She needs a bunch of tests. You know, she's getting old, so things are bound to go wrong, like here and there. And so I just learned today that she needs a bunch of tests done. In fact, we have to go somewhere tomorrow to get a CT scan done on her. And based on that, she might have to get like a surgery. And it was just a reality check that she's not a young puppy anymore. She's getting old. Like, I think in human age, she's like like 80 or something. And so it was you know, it was it is what it is, I guess. But movies and TV shows. Yeah, we share. Well, you know, she loves horror as much as I do, which is you know, very fortunate, because imagine like one person hates horror and the other person likes it, right? So we both love horror, and you know, like mystery and stuff like that. But she watches a lot of stuff that I don't like. Like she watches a lot of like romance comedy stuff like that. But I almost never watch those. So you know, when she has her own time, she watches those. So, but yes, we do share a lot of. We do have same taste when it comes to like horror movies. So, 제 12년 인생 중 가장 행복했던 순간이 해리포터 봤을 때인데, 해리포터 자막이 없이 다 들리면 영어 실력이 되는 걸까요? 아니면 아직 그냥 귀여운 모찌인가요? I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, why is it important to determine that? So are you saying that you can understand the entirety of Harry Potter without subtitles? Hey, that's great. I mean, what does it matter? If you can, that's great. If you don't, it's okay too. I don't think that, you know, what's the point of determining that? Today's my birthday. Hey, 두둔씨님. Happy birthday. So actually, I'm drunk now. You're drunk. I really want to stop, but I don't think I can do it. Okay. Yeah, just enjoy your evening. Thanks for coming by though and dropping a line. Thanks for that. Hey, happy birthday. Enjoy your day. You know, go out. I don't know. Have more drinks if you want. Just enjoy it as much as you can. Make it a memorable night. You're making a scone. Interesting. 문법을 배우다 보면 너무 종류가 많기도 하고 문장이 어디 앞에 와야 된다 등의 순서를 전부 외우기가 너무 어려운데 문법을 아예 스킵하고 실생활을 모두 영어로 바꾸는 것만으로 괜찮을까요? I don't think it's just okay. I think it's crucial. It is absolutely crucial that you do that. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? 민성주님, do you understand what I'm trying to say here? It's not just okay to do that. I would go as far as to say it's absolutely crucial that you do that. I hope I'm getting my message across. Hey! Are we having network issues right now? 일이 있어서 가야 해요. Oh, okay. It's all right. You've got something to do. Hey, life gets in the way, doesn't it? Same here. Same here. I watched a video about sugar gel this morning. How'd you make that? It's just a very simple trick, like a very simple masking trick. Yeah. So, thank you for watching the video. Yes. 그 말씀하신 게 그러니까 괜찮을까요? 라고 하시는데 그게 괜찮은 정도가 아니라 반드시 그렇게 해야 돼요. 그게 어느 정도로 전 그게 중요하다고 생각하냐면 그렇게 하지 않으면은 영어를 배울 수가 없어요. 다시 말할게요. 문법을 다 정리하고 그러니까 내가 영어를 배우는 게 문법을 공부하는 게 주가 되잖아요. 영어를 배울 수가 없어요. Okay? The only way you can actually obtain practical English skill, okay, the only way to gain practical English skill is to use it and focusing on just using it. Forget about grammar. If you can understand the grammar, that's great. But you should never spend too much time and too much effort trying to study the grammar. Because here, I can prove it. I can prove it why that's crucial. I always use this analogy, but think about a foreigner who's learning Korean. What advice would you give that foreigner? Go study Korean grammar? No. Nobody's going to recommend that. Actually, you would tell them to stay away from grammar. Forget about grammar. Just watch a lot of TV shows, watch a lot of movies. Just it's okay if your Korean sucks. Just use it. That's the only. I'm sure that everybody that you just grab anybody on the street and ask them, would you recommend a foreigner to study Korean grammar? No. Everybody's gonna say no. It's like of course not. That's ridiculous. 계속 한국에 살다 너무 신기해요. 당연히 계속 미국에서 계실 줄 알았는데 어느 날 1, 2년만 지나도 그만에 까먹는데 영어학원 관심을 계속 있었던 건가요? It's actually, it has a lot to do with how much I've struggled to adapt to Korean life. Like, if I'm being really honest, and I think I've talked about this maybe a few times on stream or in other videos and some interviews maybe, but I think I'm still struggling to adapt to Korean life. And I don't know if it's a personality thing or it's just, I don't know what it is exactly. I can't really explain it, but I feel like I'm still having trouble adapting to Korean life. And ever since I came back in 94, I've struggled to adapt to Korean life. And the more I struggled, the more I stuck to English. And what I mean by that is, whenever I watched a movie, whenever I picked up a book to read, although that was very rare, whenever I went online to, for information, to do any searching or to do any sort of online, to spend any time online, it was all in English because I just felt more comfortable with English at the time, right? Right when I came back, because I had just learned, I had just spent 6 years in the States using English. So at the time when I came back in 94, I felt more comfortable with English. And so because I struggled so much to adapt to Korean life, I just stuck to, doing things in English. That's probably part of how I was able to barely maintain my English. I think I started learning more. I mean, like I said, I'm nowhere near as good as a native speaker, but I guess I learned a bit more as I started teaching, but I don't think it was too much. I learned English only under the Korean education system, and it turns out I'm closer to a grammarian than to an English speaker. Yeah, it's really, really simple. It's really simple. Just because you study mechanics, it doesn't make you a better driver. You see what I mean? Just because you have a PhD in physics, it doesn't mean that you can ride a bike very well, okay? So it's really simple if you think about it. When did this stream start? We started, I don't even know. We've been just chatting here for about an hour now. So it's been an hour. You're preparing for the OPIC these days? Okay. I want to get to know how to crush OPIC speaking test. Can I follow the Academy strategy for OPIC? I have no idea. You're asking the wrong person. I don't know anything. I don't know squat about OPIC. So what I suggest is you go on YouTube, look up OPIC, or I don't know, buy a book on preparing for the OPIC test. That's what I would suggest, I guess. It seems doing something in English at the same time must have been Sam's comfort zone back then. Well, you know, I just really didn't feel comfortable with Korean, so. It's, well, thank you very much. You know, it's because of me. It's my problem. I know plenty of people who spent their youth or their childhood in the U.S. or other English-speaking countries and have come back and adapted very well. So it's me. It's my fault. I listen to podcasts on Spotify and also read Medium within 1 hour in ordinary days. Oh, that's great. Yeah, just, you know, spend as much time as you can. 시험은 달래야 한다고 들었는데 그냥 시험 준비할 때 시험 공략하는 방법을 준비해도 되는 건지 여쭙습니다. That's what I would do. If I wanted to prepare for a speaking any sort of test, I would just prepare for the test. I don't think it has too much to do with like your practical skills. I think when it comes to tests, you really need to focus on what the test wants, because usually there's like a format, a specific template or format, or like there's usually like a formula that you can follow to actually get you a better score on tests. That's usually how tests work. So. No. Like I said, when it comes to most tests, from what I understand, there's usually a specific format or template that they're looking for, and in a lot of cases, experts who like really dig into that, they can give you a pretty good guide as to how you need to approach it, what you need to be good at, what you need to prepare for, and so very specific set of skills that you need to practice. Right? Gosh, I have any idea how to reply to other guys saying. When I click other guys' icon, their only report pop-up gets up. Anyone know how to reply to others saying? Yeah, I don't really. A lot of people ask that. I don't really know. Diyosugi sucks. Yeah, I know, right? The spacing in Korean is just so difficult. It's really, really difficult. I don't know how many times I had to exchange feedbacks with my editor when I was getting ready for my first book. There was just so many errors in spacing, and it was just crazy. Yeah, it's already been an hour, huh? I'm getting really hungry here. It's hard to adapt to other country life. Wishing you a smooth and happy transition to life in Korea. Well, it's been. To be honest, at this point of my life, I'm thinking that it's no longer a matter of adapting to Korean culture and Korean life. It's just, I tend not to fit into any sort of group. That's how I feel. And I think it's a personality thing more than a cultural thing. Because it's been like 30 years since I came back, you know what I mean? It's been like 30 years, so I should have been able to adapt by now. But seeing as how I haven't been able to, it's more of a personality thing, and it's more of a social thing. So why don't you look for some videos more geared towards that speaking test? Sure, there's lots of materials about it. Yeah, that's what I would do. That's definitely what I would do. I've eaten tons of pieces of chocolate today. Whoa, why? Please call me a pig or some harsh name so I can eat no more, Sam. Really? Do you really want me to do that? Didn't I tell you that I'm a big fat T? I don't think you want me to do that. I just imagined what I would say, and it's really, really awful. It's so awful. I don't think you want me to say it. I just kind of asked myself, what would I say? What would I tell someone who wanted to be, reminded reminded not to eat so much like junk food? I just came up with a line, and it's just so bad. It's so bad. I don't think I should say it. Like, I don't think Pongjinim is gonna come back anymore if I said this. Have you missed U.S. food? I've heard that you are the Korean American. I'm not Korean American. I mean, I like any type of, like, I like all foods that I can eat with my hands. I don't necessarily like. I don't think it really means anything to say that you miss U.S. food, because you can pretty much have all kinds of U.S. food in Korea nowadays, right? So, same here. I'm having trouble adapting to life in general. I know, right? 준비한 돌밥? 돌발 답변도 그냥 즉석에서 말하듯이 말하기. 리액션 메인 포인트 적어도 IHAL는 받을 수 있는 것 같아요. So response. I'm serious. Insult me. Do you eat late night snack? I try not to, but I always feel a very strong temptation to. But I try not to, and I really shouldn't because of my diabetes. Sam, I can't tell if that's a silver or gold. It's a gold button. Yeah, that's right. It's that very special gold button up there. Thanks to you all. You guys know? You guys know what? I've stayed in California when I was 15. I miss In and Out so much there. Yeah, I didn't go there too often, but I remember getting the Sloppy Joe from. Oh, there's one place that I used to miss, but I don't really miss anymore because I've actually forgotten what the food was like. But Carl's Jr. I remember really liking Carl's Jr. when I was in the U.S. And we don't have that here, but then it's okay because there are tons of other places where you can get very similar food, right? But I remember really enjoying Carl's Jr. when I was there. But even though I was born, yeah, it's okay. I mean, you don't have to be born. It's just, I mean, you can go to the U.S. like on a trip to U.S. and you can have something. You can really miss it afterwards, right? So. Yeah, but you know what? Like I said, like, I remember really enjoying it, but I actually don't remember what the food was like. So, I don't really miss it anymore. 싶을 정도로 친구랑 수다 떨듯 시험 봤는데 AL 나와서 놀랐어요. Wow. Okay. That's great. So you can just, be very natural. It's freezing out. I just ate 호떡. What's your favorite winter snack? What's my favorite winter snack? What's my favorite winter snack? I don't think I have a favorite winter snack. I've never thought of it that way. Like a specific type of snack in winter. I mean, 호떡, I'm not a big fan of 호떡. Although I would eat one every now and then, but I don't consider myself a big fan of 호떡. I guess, I like things like fish cakes, those hot fish cakes. Or just what normal people eat, I guess. I'm in Australia now. Even though I've been here for a while, I'm still more used to American English pronunciation. When do you think I'll get used to the Australian accent? I have no idea. I guess you don't really have to become, as comfortable with Australian accent as you are with American accent. I guess it doesn't really have to happen. But hopefully it does, if that's where you're planning to stay for a good amount of time. 영어로 이야기할 때 주변 사람들이 잘 못 들어요. 발성에 문제가 있는 걸까요? 소리가 앞으로 나가는 느낌이 아니라 약간 먹는 느낌인 것 같아요. 복수로 얘기하는 걸까요? To be honest, I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. Almost veggies, what we can buy in the market. Okay, so most of the vegetables that we can buy in the market grows if you plant any ground. I've had pa this ways in a year and keep growing. Wow, okay, so you bought some vegetables from like a grocery store and you actually planted it in your in your backyard or something, and you actually grow them now. That's awesome. Sure. Oh, I love 연시. Is it 홍시 or 연시? I could eat like a million of those. I'm always curious, how often do you rearrange your furniture? Do you do it yourself? I have enjoyed your workspaces. Oh, thank you for saying so. Yeah, I do most of it myself. Actually, my wife helped me do all this here. She did a lot. And, but yeah, I mean, most of the time I just do it myself. 골고면서 멤버로 소래고래 고래 지르고 타이르기도 하고 짜증도 내니까 싹 고쳐졌습니다. Have you ever eat poutine? Not Russian general. Say winter stack. I just thought of that. Poutine? What is a poutine? I don't know what those are. 근데 정말 자신감이 반인 것 같고요. 처음 리액션에서 원어민 척 한 다음에 메인 포인트 감정 표현 모르는 거 잘 모르겠다 말해도 될까요? 그냥 채춘자한테 나 스크립트 없어 보여주면 Oh, okay. I didn't know that worked. That actually works. Like, you know, portraying, like putting on like that kind of character. It's about making a good impression, huh? It's 9 o'clock. Okay, let's begin. Let's begin. Do we have an intro? No, we don't. We don't have an intro. Why don't we have an intro? Okay, fuck the intro. All right, forget about it. Okay. All right, let's get into today's dialogue. I just want to remind everyone that today's dialogue is going to be very long. And I'm betting that half of the viewers that we have watching right now will be asleep about halfway through the dialogue. Okay, let's begin. I don't know how to start. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait. Why is it not showing? Why is it not showing? There we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, let's hear it. All right, let's hear it. All right, let's hear it. What does this mean? Like, when would someone say this? When would someone say this? 들어보자. 털어놔봐. Okay, very good. Yeah. 자, 털어놔봐. 어디 한번 들어보자. All right, let's hear it. What? Okay, so how do we say that? 그런 말은 어떻게 하죠? 야, 표정만 딱 보면 다 알아. 야, 너 표정만 봐도 다 드러나. 표정에서 다 드러나는구만. 야, 얼굴만 보면 딱 지금 어떤 상태인지 알겠어. How do we say that? How do we say that? Written all over your face. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one, but there's a simpler way. There's a much simpler expression. There's a much simpler expression. Your face tells. That's not quite very natural. I know I know Oh, wait. Ah, you're right. You are right. Just give me a second, you guys. Just give me 1 second, please. Oh, shoot. That's very bad. Okay. Is that better? Is that better? Okay. Nobody knows this? Really? Oh, okay. So this is very similar. This is very, very similar. Yes, I know that look. Oh, I know that look. 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 Yeah. 척 보면 안다. Right. So when you look at someone's facial expression and you immediately know what's going on or what kind of state the person is in, or what that person wants to say, or what that person is thinking, I know that look. I know that look. 자, 이런 표현을 추가해 볼까요? 엄청 멀리서 봐도 보인다. 엄청 멀리서 있어도 다 보이는 그거다. How would you say that? How would you say that? Okay. A mile away. A mile away. Right. 일단 그게 떠올랐다면 좋아요. Okay. 그 앞에는 뭐 여러 가지로 얘기할 수가 있는데 so today I'm just going to say I could spot it a mile away. I know that look. I could spot it a mile away. I know that look. I could spot it a mile away. Alright. 그래서 지금 여기까지 왔죠? 보자마자 갑자기 아무 얘기도 안 했는데 Alright, let's hear it. Alright, let's hear it. What? I know that look. I could spot it a mile away. I know that look. I could spot it a mile away. Spot. Spot is seeing something and recognizing it and knowing what it is. It's kind of like recognizing something. It's kind of like noticing something that is there, and then knowing what it is, which means you recognize it. So you see it and you know what it is. You spot it, okay? All right, let's hear it. What? I know that look. I can spot it a mile away. There JC goes again. There she goes again. There she goes again. I don't even remember that. My gosh. Oh, how do you do that? All right, let's hear it. What? I know that look. I can spot it a mile away. 무슨 표정? 그냥 과자 먹고 있는데. 무슨 표정? 그냥 과자 먹고 있는데. What look? I'm just eating chips. What look? I'm just eating chips. Oh, and by the way I imagined this dialogue, I imagined two coworkers at a lounge room inside like an office. Okay, so they're inside a lounge area, a lounge room, where there's like like a coffee brewing, and there's like maybe some snacks on the side, and where people would sometimes sit and have their lunch or something. Okay, that's how I imagined this dialogue taking place. So A says, "All right, let's hear it." What? I know that look. I could spot it a mile away. What look? I'm just eating chips. 탕비실? Is that what it's called in Korean? Which is another obvious giveaway, by the way, because I know you only eat that stuff when you're stressing. What look? I'm just eating chips. Which is another obvious giveaway, by the way, because I know you only eat that stuff when you're stressing. So this which, what is this which? What is it? 이 which가 뭐죠? What is this which? Which is another obvious giveaway, by the way, because I know you only eat that stuff when you're stressing. Right, eating chips. Okay, so eating chips is another obvious giveaway. What does a giveaway mean? Okay, so 증거, right? It's very similar to evidence, but I want you to think of another word other than evidence. There's a better word. No, not proof, not evidence. There's a better word. I want you to think of that word to explain what a giveaway is. Okay, so clue, hint. It starts with an I. It starts with an I. It starts with an I. Anybody? No, not identification. No. No, not that I. Pongginim, very good. Yes, indication. 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 I know that a lot of you are not very familiar with this word, but I mean, there could be other ways to explain what giveaway here means, but as far as I'm concerned, probably the closest, like the best way to explain what a giveaway is to say that it's an indication, right? So the fact that B is eating chips is an obvious indication that something is wrong, okay? So I want you to kind of make that connection in your head, all right? So B says, oh, what? Look, I'm just eating chips, which is another obvious giveaway, by the way, because I know you only eat that stuff when you're stressing. It's an obvious giveaway. Why? Because A knows that B only eats that stuff, right, when they're stressing, okay? All right? And I want you to look at that stuff very clearly, like that stuff, okay? And so by saying that stuff, it's kind of referring to it in a derogatory way. So it's like kind of saying that it's bad, basically. Okay? Right. Kind of like this. 그쵸? 그딴 거. 그런 거. Right? 그런 거. Right. Right. So, well, look, I'm just eating chips. Which is another obvious giveaway, by the way, because I know you only eat that stuff when you're stressing. Okay? All right, let's hear it. What? I know that look. I could spot it a mile away. What look? I'm just eating chips. Which is another obvious giveaway, by the way, because I know you only eat that stuff when you're stressing. Indication 하면 칫솔이 떠오른다고요? What? Why? You're stressing? I thought we say I'm stressed, you're stressed. Well, yeah, those, as I always say, there are many ways that we can talk about something. There are many ways to describe something. There are many ways we can express something, right? And so, yeah, I mean, there are many ways. We can say when you're under stress, when you are stressed out, when you're stressed, all of those are correct, okay? But when you're stressing, right? That's just another way. It's just another way. And by saying that you're stressing, we are implying that it is an ongoing situation. Okay? It's an ongoing situation. All right, let's hear it. What? I know that look. I could spot it a mile away. Well, look, I'm just eating chips. Which is another obvious giveaway, by the way, because I know you only eat that stuff when you're stressing. Okay, so what does B say? What does B say? Oh, right. Puts the bag of chips down. Oh, right. Can you imagine it? Can you see this happening? Can everybody imagine this actually happening? Oh, right. Then puts the bag down. Right? Well, yeah, okay. Well, yeah, okay. Well, yeah, okay. 그죠? 이거죠. 여러분, this phrase is a fixed phrase. This is a fixed phrase. You just memorize it and you just say it. You use it like it's one word. Okay? 마치 한 단어인 것처럼 이거는 그냥 외워서 그냥 전체를 띡 하고 얘기해 버리는 거예요. I've had a lot on my mind lately. I've had a lot on my mind lately. We've covered this before, okay? So I've had a lot on my mind lately. I've had a lot on my mind lately. Well, yeah, okay. I've had a lot on my mind lately. I've had a lot on my mind lately.
Which is another obvious giveaway, by the way, because I know you only eat the stuff when you're stressing.
Right.
I know that I could spot it a mile away.
Very good.
Well, yeah, okay. I've had a lot on my mind lately.
Okay. All right. Yeah. It's like I said, it's a matter of adaptation. It's not a matter of understanding why it's on instead of in. It's not a matter of that. It's a matter of adapting and getting used to it, okay? So, oh, right. Well, yeah, okay. I've had a lot on my mind lately. All right, let's hear it. What? I know that look. I could spot it a mile away. What look? I'm just eating chips. Which is another obvious giveaway, by the way, because I know you only eat that stuff when you're stressing. Oh, right. Well, okay. I've had a lot on my mind lately.
All right, let's hear it. What? I know that look. I could spot it a mile away. Well, look, I'm just eating chips. Which is another obvious giveaway, by the way, because I know you only eat this stuff when you are stressing. Oh, right. Well, yeah, okay. I've had a lot on my mind lately.
Okay. All right. So, if you were A at this point, what do you say? What would you say? What would you say? Spit it out. Okay. Spill. All right. It's good. 그럴 줄 알았어. 털어봐. 그럴 줄 알았어. 털어봐. I knew it. Spill it. I knew it. Spill it. I knew it. Spill it. 자, 여기서 이제 B가요. B가 일단 지금 이 사람이 어떤 걱정이 있고 근심이 있는 그 이유가 어떤 사람 때문인데 그 사람이 자기 딸인 Sabrina 때문이라는 거를 일단 먼저 얘기를 해요. 그렇게 먼저 얘기를 시작해요. 그럼 어떻게 얘기할까요? 어떻게 얘기를 시작하면 좋을까요? 지금 내가 가지고 있는 이 고민거리가 딸인 Sabrina와 관련된 거다라는 것을 먼저 이렇게 그 말을 함으로써 시작을 해요. So how would you say it? 그쵸? 사실 길게 얘기할 필요 없어요. 그냥 It's Sabrina. About도 필요 없어요. 그냥 It's. 방금 전에 제가 한 얘기 있죠. 지금 이게 지금 문제가 되는 어떤 그 문제의 핵심에 있는 그 사람이 누구다 또는 뭐다라고 할 때 사실 about라고도 잘 안 해요. 그냥 it's 누구라고 많이 얘기를 하는 거를 들을 수 있어요. 근데 지금은 이제 내 딸 Sabrina라는 얘기를 할 거기 때문에 it's my daughter. Sabrina. 그쵸? 많이 들어봤을 거예요. 정말 많이 들어봤을 거예요. It's so commonly used. Okay? It's so commonly used. So it's my daughter Sabrina. It's my daughter Sabrina. Sabrina의 발레 선생님한테 어떤 얘기를 들었는데 Sabrina한테는 굉장한 재능이 있으며 고로 굉장한 어떤 잠재력, 가능성이 있다는 얘기를 들었어요. 그 얘기를 여러분이라면 어떻게 하겠어요? How would you say it? 그쵸? 그런 식으로 얘기를 하겠죠. Good, very good. Yeah. 그쵸? Potential, talent 이런 말들이 나오겠죠. Okay. 자, 근데 그 얘기를 들은 게 며칠 전이었어요. 그러면 어떤 표현이 들어가면 좋을까요? 그쵸? The other day. 어디에 들어가면 좋을까요? Where? 처음에? 오케이, 그것도 괜찮아요. 그냥 처음에 해도 되고. 근데 저라면 her ballet teacher told me that she's got real talent and potential. 라고 얘기를 했을 때, 이 문장이라고 했을 때, 이 문장을 했을 때는 저는 I don't know why. 왜 그런지는 모르겠는데 여기에 넣고 싶어요. The other day. I don't know why. But that's what I'm going to do because that's what I feel comfortable with. So her ballet teacher told me the other day that she's got real talent and potential. RM님도요? Really? Okay. Well, you know, I'm glad you feel the same way. It's my daughter, Sabrina. Her ballet teacher told me the other day that she's got real talent and potential. I knew it. Spill it. It's my daughter, Sabrina. Her ballet teacher told me that the other day that she's got real talent and potential. 그랬더니 A가 Oh shoot. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh shoot, so sorry to hear that. No, wait. Your daughter's got potential? 그거 좋은 거 아니었어? Okay. Isn't that a good thing? 좋아요. Isn't that a good thing인데 Isn't that a good thing에 어떤 표현을 하나 섞으면은 그 느낌이 좀 더 살아요. Isn't that a good thing에 어떤 표현을 하나 섞어서 쓰면은 이 느낌이 좀 더 살아요. 그쵸. 정크리스님이 말씀하신 supposed to. supposed to. 그래서 어떻게 쓰죠? 그쵸. 지금 쓰신 대로. 근데 이번엔 저는 그냥 that로 할게요. Isn't that supposed to be a good thing? 지금 이 문장도 그냥 이 전체 문장을 하나의 단어처럼 생각하면서 그냥 외워서 딱 그 말하는 타이밍 왔을 때 그냥 가져다 쓰는 문장이에요. Isn't that supposed to be a good thing? Isn't that supposed to be a good thing? 또 뭐였죠? I've had a lot on my mind lately. 이것도요. I've had a lot on my mind lately. 이것도 그냥 문장 전체를 외워서 이대로. Okay? There are a lot of phrases like this, sentences like this that act as like a fixed phrase. Okay? So I've had a lot on my mind lately. 다시 볼까요? All right, let's hear it. What? I know that look. I could spot it a mile away. 잠시만요. What look? I'm just eating chips. Which is another obvious giveaway, by the way, because I know you only eat that stuff when you're stressing. Oh, right. Well, yeah, okay. I've had a lot on my mind lately. I knew it. Spill it. It's my daughter, Sabrina. Her ballet teacher told me the other day that she's got real talent and potential. Oh, shoot, I'm sorry to hear that. No, wait. Your daughter has potential? Isn't that supposed to be a good thing? 아, 참. Isn't that supposed to be a good thing 말고도요. I thought that was supposed to be a good thing이라고도 많이 거의 똑같아요. 이렇게 하나 저렇게 하나 거의 똑같아요. Isn't that supposed to be a good thing? I thought that was supposed to be a good thing. I thought that was supposed to be a good thing. Isn't that supposed to be a good thing? I thought that was supposed to be a good thing. I thought that was supposed to be a good thing. Wait. No, wait. Your daughter has potential? I thought that was supposed to be a good thing. So, if you were B, think about it. If you were B, what would you say? 그거는 thought 때문이에요. 이 was supposed to가 된 것은 thought 때문일 뿐이고 그 외에 어떤 의미가 있어서 그런 건 아니에요. It's just because of the tense. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's wonderful, actually. Well, yeah, it's wonderful, actually. Well, yeah, it's wonderful, actually. Well, yeah, it's wonderful, actually. 혹시 그것 때문인가? 이 괄호 속에 무슨 말을 넣을 수 있죠, 여러분? 이 괄호 속에 혹시 그것 때문인가? 혹시 그것 때문인가? 혹시 그것 때문인가? 오케이, 제가 넣어볼게요. 이렇게 하면은 어떤 말이 생각나시죠? 어떤 표현이 생각나시죠? 그쵸, 이거요. Do you guys remember this? Do you guys remember? Oh, is it what I think it is? Oh, is it what I think it is? 딱 생각이 나는 뭔가 의심이 가는 그게 있는데 내가 그걸 지금 의심하고 있다라는 것도 상대방도 충분히 인지를 하고 있을 것 같은 그런 상황일 때. 혹시 그건가? Is it what I think it is? Is it what I think it is? 그러니까 콕 집어서 내가 직접 콕 집어서 말하기에는 약간 애매한 타이밍이나 분위기여서 상대방으로 하여금 말을 하게끔 하려고 하는데 그렇지만 나도 알고 있다라는 거를 You know what I'm trying to say here? You understand what I'm trying to say? Okay. Is it what I think it is? 그거. Yeah, kind of like this. 이렇게도 얘기할 수 있구나. Yeah. 그거. Is it what I think it is? 하면서 좀 이렇게 뭔가 굉장히 안타까워하는 표정 이렇게. Is it what I think it is? All right, let's hear it. What? I know that look. I could spot it a mile away. What look? I'm just eating chips. Which is another obvious giveaway, by the way, because I know you only eat that stuff when you're stressing. Oh, right. Well, yeah, okay. I've had a lot on my mind lately. I knew it. Spill it. Well, it's my daughter, Sabrina. Her ballet teacher told me the other day that she's got real talent and potential. Oh, shoot. So sorry to hear that. No, wait. Your daughter's got potential. Isn't that supposed to be a good thing? I thought that was supposed to be a good thing. Well, yeah, it's wonderful, actually. Oh, is it what I think it is? Is it what I think it is? 아니에요. 비꼬는 거 아니에요, 이거는. 비꼬는 건 아니고 아까도 얘기했듯이 충분히 지금 감지를 한 거예요, 뭔지. 근데 내가 얘기하기에는 좀 뭐 타이밍적으로나 또는 분위기적으로나 좀 그럴 때 오히려 상대방으로 하여금 그걸 유도하고 하려고 할 때 하지만 나도 충분히 지금 인지하고 있다라는 표시를 하는 거죠. 공감하고 있다. Yeah. Is that what I think it is? 안타까워하면서 실제로. Okay? Is that what I think it is? Yeah. 잠깐 올라왔다.
It's my daughter, Sabrina. Her ballet teacher told me the other day that she's got real talent and potential. Oh, shit, I'm so sorry to hear that. Wait, your daughter's potential? Isn't that supposed to be a good thing?
Yeah, good. Oh, I'm sorry. Your daughter's got potential? Wait, your daughter's got potential? Isn't that supposed to be a good thing? I thought that was supposed to be a good thing. Well, yeah, it's wonderful, actually. Is it what I think it is? Is it what I think it is? 그러면서 B가 yeah. Her teacher said 훈련을 제대로 받으면 제대로 된 훈련을 받으면 정말 잘 될 수 있다. 이런 맥락으로 얘기를 했어요. 그걸 어떻게 표현할까요? 그걸 어떻게 얘기하면 좋을까요? 제대로 된 훈련을 제대로 받으면 정말 잘 될 수가 있다. How would you say that? Her teacher said proper training, proper drills can make her great if she got a proper practice. 잘 될 수 있다라는 말을 여러분이 어떻게 이해할 건지 궁금해요. Ooh, far, get as far. Okay, I like that. I like that concept, using far. Yeah. She'll become a great, okay, just 그냥 바로, like, not beating around the bush, just straight up great ballerina. A real star? Okay. 자, 물론 뭐 여러 가지로 말을 할 수는 있죠. 뭐 어느 게 더 좋다라는 것도 없고. But I just want to show you that Sabrina could go far. 라고 할게요. Could go far. Okay? Could go far. So we're not pinpointing any sort of anything specific. Just go far. Okay? Her teacher said that Sabrina could go far. 뭐가 있다면, 제대로 된 훈련이 있다면, 그걸 한다면. 자, 여기서 물론 어떻게 이어갈 수 있는지에 대한 것도 여러 가지 방법이 있고 뭐 어느 게 더 좋다 나쁘다가 없어요. 근데 최대한 간단하게 얘기를 한다고 하면은 그쵸. with 그냥 바로 with로 연결하기. with 그리고 proper 그쵸? proper도 좋아요. 근데 그것보다 조금 더 comfortable한 용어를 써서 그냥 the right kind of training이라고 할게요. 뭐 proper도 좋아요. with proper training 좋아요. 좋은데 the right kind라고 할게요. the right kind of training. Okay? Yeah, her teacher said that Sabrina could go far with the right kind of training. 하면서 right kind of training. Yeah, her teacher said that Sabrina could go far with the right kind of training. 하면서 여러분도 이렇게 하셔야 돼요. Okay, the right kind of training. You know, whatever that means, right? I mean, what does that mean, the right kind of training? Is it what I think it is? Yeah. Her teacher said that Sabrina could go far with the right kind of training. And 그리고 그 뭐랄까 그 더 수준 높은 그런 수준 높은 어떤 발레 학교에 보내는 걸 한번 고려해 봐라. 라고 이렇게 제안을 했어요. 어떻게 이어가죠? And what? 지금 이 and는 어디에 이음새? 어디에서 연결고리를 한 거냐면 said that. said that and what? 해봐라. 그쵸? and suggested. 해봐라. 고려해봐라 and suggested that 고려해봐라. Consider 나왔네요. That we consider sending her to a prestigious 할까요? Prestigious ballet school. Battle school? Ballet school. Battle school. Battle school. Battle school sounds cool. Ballet school. Yeah, her teacher said that Sabrina could go far with the right kind of training and suggested that we consider sending her to a prestigious ballet school. Soldier in ballet tights. Yeah.
I knew it, Spirit. It's my daughter, Sabrina. Her ballet teacher told me the other day that she's got real talent and potential. Oh, shoot. I'm so sorry to hear that. No, wait. Your daughter's got potential? Isn't that supposed to be a good thing?
Well, yeah, it's wonderful, actually. Oh, is it what I think it is? Yeah. Her teacher said that Sabrina could go far with the right kind of training and suggested that we consider sending her to a prestigious ballet school. All right, let's hear it. What? I know that look. I could spot it a mile away. What look? I'm just eating chips. Which is another obvious giveaway by the way, because I know you only eat that stuff when you're stressing. Oh, right. Well, yeah, okay. I've had a lot on my mind lately. I knew it. Spill it. It's my daughter, Sabrina. Her ballet teacher told me the other day that she's got real talent and potential. Oh, shoot, I'm so sorry to hear that. No, wait, your daughter's got potential? I thought that was supposed to be a good thing. Well, yeah, it's wonderful, actually. Is it what I think it is? Yeah, her teacher said that Sabrina could go far with the right kind of training and suggested that we consider sending her to a prestigious ballet school. Domestic or abroad? I don't know. Okay, so go far. Go far is an interesting. It's a simple, easy to use, and not necessarily saying like become something or succeed, but go far. I think it's a more subtle way to talk about, having success. With the right kind of training, I think that's an interesting way of phrasing it. Okay, with the right kind of so something could happen. You could go far. You could see this amount of success with the right kind of training, okay, or right kind of education in some cases, right? And suggested that. I think this is it's important to become familiar with this sort of structuring of the sentence, okay? So if you could structure a sentence like this, that would be great. I think this is good. It's a good exercise material right here. Her teacher said this and suggested that this happen. Okay? So her teacher said this and suggested that this. Okay? All right. Yeah, her teacher said that Sabrina could go far with the right kind of training and suggested that we consider sending her to a prestigious ballet school.
Yeah, her teacher said that Sabrina could go far with the right kind of training and suggested that we consider sending her to a prestigious ballet school.
Yeah, ballet school. Ballet school. Okay. All right, how do you say that? By the lottery. Where's our Russian guy? What's your Russian? Yeah, yeah, I remember. What was his name? I forgot his name. Cost a fortune. You read my mind. That's exactly the expression that I thought of. Although that's not the only way to express it. There are many ways to say the same thing, as I always say. But here we're going to go with cost of fortune, okay? So we're going to say, shit. These places cost a fortune, don't they? Shit, those places cost a fortune, don't they? Ah, shit, those places cost a fortune, don't they?
Well, yeah, it's wonderful actually. Oh, is it what I think it is? Yeah, our teacher said that Sabrina could go far with the right kind of training and suggested that we consider sending her to a prestigious ballet school.
Shit, those places cost a fortune, don't they? Well, damn도 좋아요. Damn, well, you can use the F word, depending on how emotional you want to get into it. Shit, those places cost a fortune, don't they?
Shit, these places cost a fortune, don't they?
Yeah, sounds good. 원기님, sounds good. Shit, those places cost a fortune, don't they? Yeah. 근데 뭐지? 학비가 아니라 등록비? 등록비만이 문제가 아니다. 등록비만이 문제가 아니다. 등록비만이 문제가 아니야. 여기서도 about가 필요 없어요. 여기서도 about가 필요 없어요. 아까는 뭐였죠? 아까 어디에서 about를 빼자고 했죠? 그렇죠. 그냥 이렇게 It's not just the tuition. It's not just the tuition fee. 아까 어디서도 about를 빼자고 했죠? 그렇죠. 그냥 It's Sabrina. Okay? Yeah, it's Sabrina. It's my daughter Sabrina. 라고 했던 것처럼 뭐만의 문제가 아니다라고 할 때도 마찬가지예요. It's not just the tuition. It's not just the tuition. 그 다음에 뭐도 문제다라는 얘기를 할 건데 only도 괜찮아요, 대한이님. only도 괜찮아요. It's not only the tuition. I'm just choosing to use just. Okay, either is fine. Either is fine. So it's not just the tuition. 이거는 어색하고요. 만약에 problem이라는 말을 쓸 거면은 문장 구조가 굉장히 복잡해져요. 어떻게 해야 되냐면 It's not just the tuition that's the problem. 이렇게 돼야 되거든요. 문제인 것은 tuition만이 아니다라고 얘기를 할 거면은 그렇게 좀 복잡해져요. It's not just the tuition that's the problem. 물론 그렇게도 얘기할 수는 있어야 되겠죠. It would be nice if you could say that as well, but we don't have to do that. Okay, we can just say it's not just the tuition, right? It's not just the tuition. 한 다음에 여기서 어떻게 이어가면 될까요? 모두 문제고 모두 문제다라고 할 때 how do we say what's the first word we use here? 그쵸? But also라고 할 수도 있지만 그것도 필요 없어요. 그냥 it's로 이어가도 돼요. It's not just the tuition. It's A, B, C 이렇게 이어가면 돼요. 그것만이 문제가 아니라 이거고 이거야. Okay? It's not just the tuition. It's travel. 또 뭐였지? It's travel, costumes, competition. Yeah, it's not just the tuition. It's travel, costumes, competitions. 자, 그러면서 여기에서 어떤 얘기를 할 거냐면 헤더가 is my wife, is B's wife. 헤더랑 내가 돈을 엄청 잘 버는 것도 아니라서 이것도 뭐 표현하는 그냥 이대로 그대로 그냥 스트레이트하게 표현을 할 수도 있는데 이거를 좀 그 느낌을 좀 뭐랄까 살려서 표현하는 방법이 있어요. So it's not like 좋아요. It's not like 좋아요. It's not like Heather and I earn a lot of money. That's great. 좋아요. 근데 it's not like는 저희가 많이 다뤘어요. It's not like 정말 중요해요. 쓸 수 있어야 돼요. You have 정말 이렇게 얘기할게요. It's not like가 지금 오늘 여러분에게 보여드릴 표현보다 사실 더 중요해요. It's more important. 근데 아니까 자, 이런 맥락에서는 이것도 어울린다. 이렇게도 많이 얘기한다라는 걸 한번 보여드릴게요. Alright? So, 하면서 Heather and I aren't. 한 번의 기회를 더 드릴게요. 한번 맞춰보세요. Let's see. 이런 표현 써볼까요? Rolling in money. 여기에 어느 부사가 하나 들어가요. Heather and I aren't rolling in money. 그쵸? Exactly예요. Exactly. Heather and I aren't exactly rolling in money. 이 exactly가 들어감으로써 exactly 여기 들어감으로써 보세요. 사실 얘가 없어도 의미는 통해요. Heather and I aren't rolling in money. Heather and I aren't rolling in money라고 하면은 Heather과 나는 돈을 많이 버는 게 아니다 라는 말인데 이 exactly가 들어감으로써 뭐가 강조가 되냐면 딱히 이런 상황인 것도 아니다. 약간 이 부정을 강조하는 느낌이랄까요? 그러니까 거기까지 미치는 상태가 아니다. 거기까지는 못 미친다라는 이런 느낌으로 얘기를 하는 거. 오케이? 그냥 스트레이트하게 얘기해도 얼마든지 의미는 통하지만 exactly를 이렇게 넣음으로써 딱히 지금 그런 상태도 아니다. 그렇다고 할 수도 없다. 이런 식으로 얘기를 하는 거예요, right? So Heather and I aren't exactly rolling in money. 자, 여기에 뭐 그런 말도 더 넣을 수가 있죠. 만약에 사이가 좋고 그러면은 너도 알다시피 뭐 이런 말도 들어갈 수 있겠죠. 너도 알다시피 뭐 헤더가 내가 뭐 돈을 엄청 많이 버는 것도 아니고, right? 그렇죠? As you know. 막 그냥 you know가 들어갈 수도 있고요. 너도 알잖아. 이렇게 그렇죠? I mean, you know, Heather and I aren't exactly rolling in money. 그렇죠? I mean, 뭐 끝에 넣어도 되고요. I mean, Heather and I aren't exactly rolling in money, as you know. 그렇죠? 그렇게 갈 수도 있고요. Anyway, so 뭐 그것까지는 굳이 넣지는 않을게요. So, yeah, it's not just the tuition. It's travel, costumes, competitions. I mean, Heather and I aren't exactly rolling in money. 자, 그러면서 so if we go for this, if we go for this, if we go for this, 이걸 지탱? 어떤 한국어로 어떤 동사가 어울릴지 모르겠는데 이거를 되게 한다? 되게 할 수 있다 다는 가정하에 뭐 이런 식으로 얘기할 수 있나? 감당? 아 감당할 수 있다는 가정하에 뭐 이렇게 얘기할 수 있나요? 오케이, good. Make this work. 좋아요. 자, 이런 뭐뭐 할 수 있다는 가정하에 뭐뭇을 할 수 있다는 가정하에 이런 말은 어떻게 해야 될까요? 일단 감당하다를 make it work로 하고요. 오케이. 오케이, given assuming that 좋아요. 오늘은 비교적 straight한 assuming that으로 갈게요. 오케이. Assuming that. Assuming that. Oops. 저기 왜 틀려? 아, M이 하나구나. Assuming that we could make it work. 자, 이 phrase를요. Assuming that we could make it work를 조금 더 강조하고 싶어요. 그게 가능성이 높지 않다라는 부분을 좀 더 어떻게 하면 강조할 수 있을까요? Assuming that we can make it work. 뭐 이미 그런 느낌은 있지만 심지어 더. Ever? No, not ever. 스펠링은 비슷한데. 그쵸? Even. Assuming that 어디에 넣어요? 어디에 넣을까요? Assuming could even make. Good. Okay. Assuming that we could even make it work. So, if we go for this, assuming that we could even make it work. 그렇죠? 이 부분을 약간 뭐랄까 황당하다는 듯이 약간 그런 식으로 얘기해야 되겠죠? So, if we go for this, assuming that we could even make it work. 그렇죠? Assuming that we could even make it work. 심지어 at all까지 붙일 수도 있겠네요. Assuming that we could even make it work at all. Okay. 하면 더 강조가 되겠지만 I guess we don't have to go that far. 뭐 그렇게까지 할 필요는 없을 것 같아요. So, assuming that we could even make it work. even이 들어갔으니까. Assuming that we could even make it work. All right. 무슨 얘기를 여기서 하고 싶으냐면 이거 한국어로 어떻게 될지 전혀 감이 안 잡히네. 그냥 보여드릴게요. It's gonna be a hell of an adjustment. What does this mean? 이게 무슨 말이죠? So, if we go for this, assuming that we could even make it work, it's gonna be a hell of an adjustment. It's gonna be a hell of an adjustment. 골치 아플 거야. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, yes. Right. 그쵸. 그러니까 so in other words, it's going to require us to make so many changes in our lives. Okay? That's what it basically means. It's going to require us to make so many changes in our lives. It's going to be a hell of an adjustment. Okay? 그쵸? 뭐 그런 것도 yes, it's going to be a hell of an adjustment. Shit, those places cost a fortune, don't they? Yeah, it's not just the tuition. It's travel, costumes, competitions. I mean, Heather and I aren't exactly rolling in money here. So, if we go for this, assuming we could even make it work, it's going to be a hell of an adjustment. It's going to be a hell of an adjustment.
Shoot. Those places cost a fortune, don't they?
Yeah, those places cost a fortune, don't they? It would be the beginning of the 등골 breaking.
Shit. Those places cost a fortune, don't they?
Yeah, shit. Those places cost a fortune, don't they? Yeah, it's not just the tuition. It's travel, costumes, competitions. I mean, Heather and I aren't exactly rolling in money here. So, if we go for this, assuming we could even make it work, it's going to be a hell of an adjustment. Have you heard of 등골 breaking? Well, you know, B has a tendency to crave junk food when they're under stress.
Shit. Those places cost a fortune, don't they? Yeah. It's not just the tuition. It's travel, costumes, competitions.
Yeah. Spine breaking. Oh. Okay. Where was I? Okay. 자, 그러면서 A가 여기에 대해서 무슨 얘기를 할 거냐면 게다가 그게 뭐 그런 어떤 그 성공적인 그런 커리어까지로 그게 뭐 이어질 수 있다라는 어떤 그런 보장도 없지 않느냐. 뭐 이런 맥락으로 얘기를 하고 싶어요. 여러분이 그렇게 얘기를 하고 싶어요. 어떻게 얘기할 거예요? It won't guarantee. 오케이, 이렇게 부분적으로 얘기해 주시는 거 좋아요. You don't have to give me the full sentence. 그냥 부분적으로 떠오르는 표현들 던져보세요 그냥. It can't guarantee. Okay, there's no guarantee도 좋고요. There's no guarantee. It won't guarantee. 사실 it doesn't guarantee라고 그냥 이렇게 해도 되고요. Right? Besides, 오케이, 게다가 좋아요. 뭐 plus, besides 다 좋아요. Promise, promise를 쓰긴 조금 애매해요. 오늘은 guarantee가 좋을 것 같아요. Considering today's context, I think guarantee is fine. Okay. 게다가 이런 것도 아니잖아. 아까 어떤 표현을 여러분이 그 언급했었죠? 뭐 이런 상황인 것도 아니잖아. 그런 것도 아니잖아. 어떤 표현이 있다고 했죠? 저희가 exactly로 표현했던 거. 그거를 이번에 한번 써볼까요? It's not like. Plus, it's not like there's any guarantee. It's not like there is a guarantee라고 할 수도 있는 거를 It's not like there's any guarantee라고 함으로써 그 어떤 개런티도 없다라고 한번 표현을 해볼게요. 좀 더 강조를 해서요. So plus, it's not like there's any guarantee that something will happen. 그래서 오늘 여러분이 가져갔으면 하는 어떤 그런 그 phrasing 중에 이것도 괜찮을 것 같아요. I think this is something that I think a lot of things in life fall under this category, right? I mean, this can actually be said about a lot of things in life. It's not like there's any guarantee that something will happen, right? It's not like there's any guarantee that, you know, you're going to meet Prince Charming. It's not like there's any guarantee, right? 뭐 그냥 이렇게 끝나는 경우도 있고요. It's not like there's any guarantee, right? 끝나는 경우도 있고. Okay. So, 어떤 노력 끝에 그걸 뭐라고 하죠? 결실을 맺는 거? 그런 표현이 하나 있죠? 뭐가 있죠? 뭔가 이렇게 들인 것만큼 수확을 뭔가 걷는 거? 뭐 어떤 yes, pay off. Pay off. Right. Pay off. Will pay off. 사실 여기서 끝내도 되고요. 끝내도 되고요. 전치사 때려 맞춰 보세요. A promising career. 전치사 때려 맞춰 보세요. 저도 이 전치사 활용하는 거는 최근에 어느 기사를 공부를 하면서 저도 배웠어요. with가 아니에요. 저도 이거는 좀 의외였어요. on이 아니에요. with가 아니에요. for도 아니에요. to도 아니에요. in이에요. I don't know why. 하지만 I accept. 저는 받아들이기로 했어요. Yay! So, plus, it's not like there's any guarantee that it will pay off in a promising career. How do you spell Sabrina? Sabrina. 뭐라고 해야 되지? 이 말을 붙여야 되겠죠? in 너무 이상해요. Hey, I've decided to accept it. I suggest that you do the same. Okay, good. 딱 나왔네요. Not that I doubt Sabrina's talent. Not that I doubt Sabrina's talent. 그냥 이렇게 붙여요. Plus, it's not like there's any guarantee that 잠깐만. it가 빠졌었네요. I'm sorry. So plus it's not like there's any guarantee that it'll pay off in a promising career. Not that I doubt Sabrina's talent. Plus, it's not like there's any guarantee that it'll pay off in a promising career. Not that I doubt Sabrina's talent. 왜 이렇게 끝에 이렇게 뭔지 알죠? 딱 뭔지 알겠죠? 물론 뭐 이렇게 뭐 그런 걸 의심하는 건 아니지만 이렇게 추가적으로 그렇죠? 약간 뭐라 할까요? 그냥 예의상 하는 말. 예의상 하는 말. 그 아닌가? 예상하는 말이 아닌가? 맞죠? Plus, it's not like there's any guarantee that it'll pay off in a promising career. Not that I doubt. I like that. I like that. Yeah. So, shit, those places cost a fortune, don't they? Yeah, it's not just the tuition. It's travel, costumes, competitions. I mean, Heather and I aren't exactly rolling in money here. So, if we go for this, assuming that we could even make it work, it's going to be a hell of an adjustment. Have you heard of 등골 breaking? Plus, it's not like there's any guarantee that it'll pay off in a promising career. Not that I doubt Sabrina's talent. 아니야, 네 말이 맞아. 너무 쉽죠? 아니야, 네 말이 맞아. No, you're right. 이게 그래서 너무 힘든 거야. 이게 그래서 너무 힘든 거야. 어려운 거야? 힘든 거야? 어려운 거야? 어려운 거야? 거기서 거긴가? 그쵸. 저도 여러분이 that's why보다는 that's what makes it 이 표현에 좀 더 친숙해졌으면 좋겠어요. Okay? That's why보다는 물론 그것도 맞아요. It's perfectly fine. 근데 앞으로 영어를 많이 쓰다 보면은요. why 말고 what makes it라고 하는 거를 많이 들을 수가 있는데 그게 조금 더 그 뭐랄까 인과관계라고 할까요? 그 연결성, that connection between A and B, 그거를 조금 더 이렇게 이렇게 그리는 듯한 그런 표현이라서 그걸 많이 써요. 그걸로 인해서 그게 어려운 거다를 조금 더 이렇게 intuitive하게 표현을 한다고 할까요? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Right? So 심지어 exactly까지 넣어서요. That's exactly what makes it so difficult. 할까요? That's exactly what makes it so difficult. Plus, it's not like there's any guarantee that it'll pay off in a promising career. But not that I doubt Sabrina's talent. No, you're right. That's exactly what makes it so difficult. That's exactly what makes it so difficult. 최악은 뭐냐면 최악인 게 뭐냐면 이거 너무 초딩 말투인가요? 영어로는 많이 쓰는 말인데 최악인 게 뭐냐면 그쵸? The worst thing is 뭐 worst part라고 할 수도 있고 the worst part is 할까요? 최악인 게 뭐냐면 오케이. 영어로는 많이 쓰죠. 그렇죠? The worst part is 뭐 이렇게 의문형으로 할 때도 있죠. You know what the worst part is? 그냥 얘기할 수 있는 거를 이렇게 의문형으로 얘기를 하는 경우도 야 최악인 게 뭔지 알아? 이렇게 하면 그죠? 하고 얘기할 수도 있고 아니면 그냥 이렇게 얘기할 수 있고 The worst part is 그다음에 이 다음 부분은 이거 좀 다크해지는데 오케이 좀 다크해져도 괜찮나요 여러분? 이것보다 더 최악인 게 뭘까요 여러분? What could be worse? Like, can you imagine what could be worse than that? What could be worse than this conundrum? Like, what could be worse than this conundrum that we have? Sabrina hates it. No, that's good. That would make things so much easier. Don't you think so? It would make things so much easier. Oh, you hate it? Okay. Sabrina loves ballet. That's not the worst part, I guess. I suppose that could be, yeah. So I thought, I was really putting myself in B's shoes. And so this is what because I tend to be a very dark person. I'm a pretty dark person. But so this is what I came up with, okay? I found myself wishing I found myself wishing what? Her gone? What? No, I'm not that dark. Come on. I'm not that dark. Wishing her gone. I'm not that dark. My gosh. That is dark on another level. My gosh. Okay. The worst part is I found myself wishing she weren't so talented. Plus, it's not like there's any guarantee it'll pay off in a promising career. Not that I doubt Sabrina's talent. No, you're right. That's exactly what makes it so difficult. The worst part is, I found myself wishing she weren't so talented. And the moment I realized that, what happens? What happens the moment you realize that? What happens the moment you realize you're actually wishing your child was less talented? What happens? What happens the moment you realize that? I hate myself? Okay. I think that goes without saying. Like, when I was imagining this conversation, I actually imagined myself not finishing this sentence because it was pretty obvious. Okay, so we're going to leave it here. We're going to say, in the moment I realized that, I mean, 무슨 부모가 자식에 대해서 그런 생각을 해? 나 완전 최악이야. How do we say that? 그쵸? What kind of? 그쵸? What kind of? Very good. What kind of? What kind of parents would think of something about their kids? That's okay. That's similar, not quite. Would ever think like this? Okay, that's good, JJ. That's good. What kind of parent can think of? Not. We don't need can. What kind of parent thinks about their own kid? What kind of parents would think that? Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, so let's keep it simple, okay? What kind of parent thinks like that about their kid? Their own kid라고 할까요? What kind of parent thinks like that about their own kid? 나 완전 최악이야. I'm the worst parent. I'm more than the worst. Okay, let's keep it simple. I'm just the worst. Let's keep it simple. I'm just the worst. All right, let's hear it. What? I know that look. I could spot it a mile away. What look? I'm just eating chips. Which is another obvious giveaway, by the way, because I know you only eat that stuff when you're stressing. Oh, right. Well, yeah, okay. I've had a lot on my mind lately. I knew it. Spill it. Well, it's my daughter, Sabrina. Her ballet teacher told me the other day that she's got real talent and potential. Oh, shoot, I'm so sorry to hear that. No, wait. Your daughter's got potential? I thought that was supposed to be a good thing. Well, yeah, it's wonderful, actually. Oh, is it what I think it is? Yeah, her teacher said that Sabrina could go far with the right kind of teaching and suggested that we consider sending her to a prestigious ballet school. Ah, shit, those places cost a fortune, don't they? Yeah, it's not just the tuition. It's travel, costumes, competitions. I mean, Heather and I aren't exactly rolling in money. So if we go for this, assuming that we could even make it work, it's going to be a hell of an adjustment. Have you heard of 등골 breaking? Plus, it's not like there's any guarantee that it'll pay off in a promising career. Not that I doubt Sabrina's talent. No, you're right. That's exactly what makes this so difficult. The worst part is, I found myself wishing she weren't so talented. And the moment I realized that, I mean, what kind of parent thinks like that about their own kid? I'm just the worst. If you were A, what would you say? If you were A, what would you say? Oh, sorry. If you were A, what would you say? Don't be harsh on me, that's natural. Don't be so hard on yourself, you mean? 지성님이 생각하시는 phrase는 그거예요. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. or you're too hard on yourself. And that's good. That's good. 진짜 나쁜 부모는 이런 고민하지 않아요. Yeah. That's right. What are you talking about? Sounds good. What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? 너는 정말 잘 이 상황을 정말 잘 대처하고 있는 거야. 잘 받아들이고 있는 거야. 이런 얘기는 어떻게 할 수 있을까요? 이 일을 정말 잘 너는 Okay, so taking it. Very good. You're taking it. 이럴 때 take it. Okay? 어떤 일이나 그런 것을 받아들이고 거기에 대처하는 거. handling은 아직 handling까지는 아니고요. 지금 이러한 얘기를 어떤 소식을 들었거나 어떤 일이 벌어졌을 때 그거를 어떻게 받아들이고 있는지 이 단계에서는 take it. 오케이? 근데 이런 표현 한번 앞으로 뭐 써보세요. 어떤 사람한테 만약에 그러고 있으면은 You're taking it like a champ. You're taking it like a champ. You're taking it like a champ. What the hell are you talking about? You're taking it like a champ. I don't think I need to explain what champ is. Champ is short for champion. Okay. So I don't really know how to say this in Korean. What the hell are you talking about? You're taking it like a champ. 챔피언처럼 받아들이고 있다. 맞나? 지금 이쪽에선 되게 긴데 왜 이쪽에선 짧은 거지? I think I may have skipped something here. Or not. I don't know. 그리고 지금 이 사무실의 누구보다도 이 사무실에 있는 그 누구보다도 더 잘하고 있다. 이 얘기는 어떻게 할까요? 이 사무실에 그 누구보다도. 근데 이게 영어로 하면은요. 약간의 문제가 있는 게 사실은 아무도 이거를 지금 아무도 이 문제에 직면하고 있지는 않잖아요. 그렇죠? 가정하에 얘기예요. 그러니까 지금 이 말 속에는 어떤 의미가 내포되어 있냐면 이 일이 다른 사람한테 벌어졌더라면 그들보다 너가 더 잘하고 있다. 그래서 이게 문장 어딘가에 그렇죠? 문장 어딘가에 지금 would가 들어가야 돼요. 오케이? 그래서 이 문장 어떻게 structure 해볼 거냐면 hell of a lot better than anyone else in this office would가 될 거예요. 이게 지금 연결이 된 거예요. You're taking it에서 지금 두 단계예요. Like a champ plus hell of a lot better than anyone else in this office would. What the hell are you talking about? You're taking it like a champ. Hell of a lot better than anyone else in this office would. 이 would가 영어에서는 없으면은요. 물론 의미는 통하겠지만 좀 부자연스러워. It's a little awkward. 이게 있어야 훨씬 자연스러워요. 왜 그러냐? 아까도 얘기했죠. Because nobody else is actually dealing with the situation. But so it's a hypothetical comment. Okay? All right? What the hell you're talking? 뭔 소리야? You're taking it like a champ. 엄청 잘 지금 상황을 받아들이고 있는데 hell of a lot better. 훨씬 더 잘을 이렇게 강조해서 얘기를 많이 해요. Hell of a lot better. Okay? Hell of a lot better. Hell of a lot better than anyone else in this office would. 이 would 뒤에는 뭐가 생략돼 있죠? would 뒤에는 뭐가 생략돼 있어요? 그쵸? take it. You're taking it. 아까 그랬죠? You're taking it like this and hell of a lot better than anybody else in this office would take it. Okay? 써놓을까? No, you're right. That's exactly what makes it so difficult. The worst part is, I found myself wishing she weren't so talented. And the moment I realized that, I mean, what kind of parent thinks like that about their own kid? Just the worst. Hey, what the hell are you talking about? You're taking it like a champ. Hell of a lot better than anyone else in this office would. 너무 하드코어인가 오늘? Is it too hard today? I kind of regret putting this dialogue together. I mean, just take what you can. All right, take what you can. Whatever that's too overwhelming, just leave it behind. That's fine. Okay, just take what you can. Oh my gosh. All right, let's hear it. What? I know that look. I can spot it a mile away. Well, look, I'm just eating chips. Which is another obvious giveaway, by the way, because I know you only eat that stuff when you're stressing. Oh, right. Well, yeah, okay. I've had a lot on my mind lately. I knew it. Spill it. It's my daughter, Sabrina. Her ballet teacher told me the other day that, well, she's got real talent and potential. Oh, shoot, I'm so sorry to hear that. No, wait, your daughter's got potential? I thought that was supposed to be a good thing. Well, yeah, it's wonderful, actually. Oh, is it what I think it is? Yeah. Her teacher said that Sabrina could go far with the right kind of training, and suggested that we consider sending to her a prestigious ballet school. Oh, shit. Those places cost a fortune, don't they? Yeah, it's not just the tuition. It's travel, costumes, competitions. I mean, Heather and I aren't exactly rolling in money here. So if we go for this, assuming that we could even make it work, it's going to be a hell of an adjustment. Have you heard of 등골 breaking? Plus, it's not like there's any guarantee that it'll pay off in a promising career. Not that I doubt Sabrina's talent. No, you're right. That's exactly what makes it so difficult. The worst part is, I found myself wishing she weren't so talented. And the moment I realized that, I mean, what kind of parent thinks like that about their own kid? I'm just the worst. What the hell are you talking about? You're taking it like a champ. Hell of a lot better than anyone else in this office would. How do you say this? 의연하게가 뭐예요? 의연하게? 의연하게가 뭐지? Nonchalant? Oh, no. 그게 아니라 굳이 얘기를 하자면 장군처럼? I don't know if that's a good comparison. 근데 정말 그러니까 강하게. 그러니까 강하다라는 걸 얘기를 하는 거예요. It's basically saying that the person is being very strong. The person is very strong. Okay? Okay. Look. They don't call it cursed with talent for nothing. 이것도 맞고요. 아까 어느 분이 해주신 것처럼 they call it cursed with talent for a reason. 이것도 많이 쓰고요. 둘 다 they're both good. 아, 씩씩하게. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. 꿋꿋하게. Yeah, that's okay too. Yeah. Like a champ. Yeah. Look, they don't call it cursed with talent for nothing. They call it cursed with talent for a reason. Devil's talent? I've heard that before. I'm not very familiar with that. So I can't really comment on that because I'm not very familiar with that expression. I've heard it a few times, but I'm not very familiar with its usage. Okay. Cursed with talent, cursed with potential라고 하기도 해요. I think in this context you can use either one. Cursed with potential. 중요한 건 이거죠. They don't call it something for nothing. 괜히 이렇게 부르는 게 아니다. They don't call it A for nothing. 그리고 they call it A for a reason. 이 표현도 여러분 알고 계시면은 정말 쓰기 좋은 표현이에요. Okay? Because oftentimes what we call it, how we refer to it by name is pretty indicative, is pretty telling of what it actually is. You know what I'm trying to say? Okay? So they don't call it something for nothing, or they call it something for a reason. Okay? So look, they don't call it cursed with potential for nothing. They call it cursed with talent for a reason. Okay? Okay. 그러면서 어떤 얘기를 이어갈 거냐면 일단 이것부터 하는 게 맞는 것 같다. 뭐 이런 맥락으로 이제 얘기를 할 거예요. 일단 이런 식으로 먼저 하는 게 좋을 것 같다. 이런 식으로 이제 제안을 하려고 해요. 어떻게 얘기를 하면 좋을까요? I think this is an easy one. Live요. As long as it takes to go through this dialogue, we're actually almost finished. We're actually almost finished. 그렇죠. 일단이라는 말이 뭐 여러 가지 활용이 있는 것 같아요. 근데 일단 첫 번째 우리가 첫 번째로 해야 할 일을 얘기를 할 거예요. For now는요, 약간 당분간 할 일. 일단은 어떻게 그냥 해두자라는 거고, 일단 첫 번째 밟아야 할 어떤 approach에 대해서 얘기할 거니까 for now보다는 그걸 아예 phrase를 이렇게 할게요. 그냥 이렇게. I think the first thing you should do is okay. I think the first thing you should do is 이것도 아까 얘기했듯이 하나의 그냥 consider this like a vocabulary. 이걸 그냥 하나의 단어처럼 생각하세요. I think the first thing you should do is Talk to someone with experience. Okay. 근데 저라면은요, 물론 이것도 맞아요. With experience. 근데 그냥 with experience라고 하기에는 with experience라고 그냥 해버리면 약간 너무 it sounds like you're talking about some kind of job or work, and therefore it sounds like you're talking about some kind of skill. Someone who has the experience, and so therefore who has the skill. So if I were saying this, 제가 지금 이 얘기를 한다면은요, 좀 더 이거를 풀어서 얘기를 할 것 같아요. 그렇죠? 뭐 이런 식으로 얘기를 하든가 아니면은 무슨 얘기인지 알겠죠? So in this case I would say talk to someone who has been through it. Talk to someone who's been through it. I think the first thing you should do is talk to someone who's been through it. I think the first thing you should do is talk to someone who's been through it. 네 입장의 대본? 헉! 대가 맞다. 네 입장의 대본 사람 찾아보면 많을 거야. 이 찾아보면을 제가 생각하는 대로 표현하는 분이 계시면은요, 제가 I'm going to be very surprised. I'm going to be very surprised. 어떻게 알았지? How did you know? 어떻게 알았지? 이 찾아보면 out there. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Wow, how did you know? My gosh. That's so awesome. That is so awesome. 그 정도로 이 느낌을 잘 파악하고 있다고요? That's awesome. I know, right? 근데 바로 그 느낌을 오늘 계신 여러분들도 이게 아마 확 와닿진 않을 수 있어도 그 느낌을 여기 계신 다른 분들도 그걸 이 기회에 좀 잘 간직했으면 좋겠어요. 이게 so it's not literally like looking for something. Okay? Out there가 그런 표현 중에 하나예요. 좀 많이 들리긴 하는데 정말 많이 들리긴 하는데 막상 내가 쓰려고 하면은 그 감이 없기 때문에 잘 못 쓰는 표현이 아마 많이 있을 건데 그 중에 하나거든요. You know, that's how I feel about this expression, out there, right? And so 근데 어떤 건지 대충 알겠죠? Yeah? Okay. 분명 하나 넣을게요. 분명. 네 입장에 대본 사람 찾아보면 분명 많을 거야. Okay. 분명. 어떤 표현 넣으면 될까요? 그쵸? Yeah. Say I'm sure. I'm sure there's I'm sure there are tons of folks out there 라고 할까요? Who have been in your shoes. I'm sure there are tons of folks out there who have been in your shoes. I'm sure there are tons of folks out there who have been in your shoes. I'm sure there are tons of folks out there who have been in your shoes.
No, you're right. That's exactly what makes it so difficult. No, you're right. That's exactly what makes it so difficult. The worst part is I found myself wishing she weren't so talented. And the moment I realized that, I mean, what kind of parent thinks like that about their own kid? I'm just the worst.
What the hell are you talking about? You're taking it like a champ. Hell of a lot better than anyone else in this office would. Look, they don't call it cursed with talent for nothing, okay? All right, so I think the first thing you should do is talk to someone who's been through it. I'm sure there are tons of folks out there who have been in your shoes. Out there. Whoops. As, okay. No. I'm sure there are tons of folks out there who have been in your shoes. I'm sure there are tons of folks out there who have been in your shoes. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. 거봐. 거봐. See? 예. 아니면 그냥 에? 해도 돼요. 에? 이렇게 팔꿈치를 치면서 에? 에? You could, yeah, that works too. Yeah, you kind of nudge him with your elbow. Eh? Eh? I don't know how to spell that. I don't know how to spell that. Let's just say, see? See? 내가 진짜 I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But A is that kind of person. I'm here for you. Yeah, that's good. I got you, bro. I got you, bro. See? I got you, bro. See? Huh? I got you, bro. I got you, bro. 자, 그러면서 무슨 얘기를 할 거냐면 이 A가 이렇게 말하는 순간에 본인이 뭐가 생각나냐면 이 사람한테 연락하면은 그 사람의 이 아는 사람 중에 좀 얘기를 나눠보면 좀 좋을 것 같은 사람이 있을 것만 같아요. 그 생각이 딱 났어요. 여러분이 A예요. 그 생각이 났어요. 무슨 얘기인지 알겠죠? 뭐라고 하겠어요? 다시 얘기할게요. 생각해보니까 내가 이 사람한테 연락하면은 그 사람이 내 친구에게 지금 동료에게 도움이 될 만한 얘기를 해줄 수 있는 사람이 왠지 있을 것만 같아요. 그런 느낌이 들어요. 아닐지도 몰라요. 그럴 수도 있어요. 그러면 그 마음이 드는 순간에 어떻게 말이 나오면 좋을까요? 아직 안 보여요. I happen to know는 확신이 있는 상태예요. 확신이 있는 상태. 근데 확신은 아니에요. 그렇죠? I think I know someone. I think I know someone. 근데 저는 개인적으로 I might가 좀 더 먼저 떠올라요. 그래서 이렇게 할게. In fact, I might know someone. I might know someone. 사실 여기서 간단하게 한다면 이렇게 할 수도 있어요. I might know someone who can help. 이렇게 할 수도 있고요. 아니면은 who knows someone who you could talk to. 뭐 이렇게 갈 수도 있고요. See? I got you, bro. In fact, I might know someone who knows someone who you could talk to. I might know someone who knows someone who you could talk to. 뭐 이렇게 갈 수도 있고요. Okay? So, gonna make a phone call. And you 그만 질질 짜고 정신 차려. All right, so A is a pretty tough guy, right? And you, wipe that sad little puppy look off your face and get your head in the game. And you, wipe that sad little puppy look off your face and get your head in the game. 오늘 나온 문장 중에 제일 중요한 문장이에요. This is probably the most important sentence of everything that we've talked about, everything we've covered today. This is probably the most important sentence today. Wipe that sad little puppy look off your face and get your head in the game. That would be great. Get your head in the game is don't be so so this game refers to the current situation that the person is in. The person is in a situation, right? And we're referring that to a game, right? So imagine like a football player who's in a game, but instead of having their head in the game, they're being so emotional. And if they're so emotional, they can't think straight, they can't perform properly in the game. So they need to, get their head in the game. You see what I mean? So it's referring to the situation that the person is in. Okay? 아까 단 거 드신다고 충고해달라고 한 분 이것보다 심한데다. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I mean, it doesn't sound as rough as this, but personally, I feel like, the line that I had in mind was somewhat a bit harsher. It depends on how you look at it, but see? I got you, bro. In fact, I might know someone who knows someone who you could talk to. So I'm gonna go make a phone call. And you wipe that sad little puppy look off your face and get your head in the game. It's your daughter's future we're talking about. Wipe that sad little puppy look off your face and get your head in the game. All right? It's your daughter's future we're talking about. It's your daughter's future we're talking about. Wouldn't you like someone like A to be your friend? Wouldn't you just love it? Wouldn't you love someone like A to be your friend? I would love it. I would love someone like A to be my friend. Yeah. It's your daughter's future we're talking about. Right. And stuffing those chips in your face aren't helping. And stuffing those chips in your face aren't helping. Are they Lay's? Sour cream and onion? Here, I'll just take them away. I like that. Okay.
No, you're right. That's exactly what makes it so difficult. The worst part is I found myself wishing.
Oh, we already heard this. Okay. That's it. That's it. All right, we finished just in time. It's exactly 11 o'clock. All right. All right, let's hear it. What? What? I know that look. I could spot it a mile away. What look? I'm just eating chips. Which is another obvious giveaway, by the way, because I know you only eat that stuff when you're stressing. Oh, right. Well, yeah, okay. I've had a lot on my mind lately. I knew it. Spill it. It's my daughter, Sabrina. Her ballet teacher told me the other day that she's got real talent and potential. Oh, shoot, I'm so sorry to hear that. No, wait, your daughter's got potential? I thought that was supposed to be a good thing. Well, yeah, it's wonderful, actually. Oh, is it what I think it is? Yeah, her teacher said that Sabrina could go far with the right kind of training and suggested that we consider sending her to a prestigious ballet school. Oh, shit, those places cost a fortune, don't they? Yeah, it's not just the tuition. It's travel, costumes, competitions. I mean, Heather and I aren't exactly rolling in money here. So if we go for this, assuming that we could even make it work, it's going to be a hell of an adjustment. Have you heard of tinkle breaking? Plus, it's not like there's any guarantee that it'll pay off in a promising career. Not that I doubt Sabrina's talent. No, you're right. That's exactly what makes it so difficult. The worst part is, I found myself wishing she weren't so talented. And the moment I realized that, I mean, what kind of parent thinks like that about their own kid? I'm just the worst. Hey, what the hell are you talking about? You're taking it like a champ. hell of a lot better than anyone else in this office would. Look, they don't call it cursed with talent for nothing. All right? Okay, so I think the first thing you should do is talk to someone who's been through it. I'm sure there are tons of people, there are tons of folks out there who have been in your shoes. Yeah, that's actually a great idea. See? I got you, bro. In fact, I might know someone who knows someone who you could talk to. So I'm going to go make a phone call. And you, wipe that sad little puppy look off your face and get your head in the game. It's your daughter's future we're talking about. Right. And stuffing those chips in your face aren't helping. Are those Lay's? Sour cream and onion? Here, I'll just take them away for you. I know, right? It's exhausting just to read. Oh my gosh. Whew. That was long. Way too short. My gosh. I think I feel like I need to eat like a fucking steak or something. Oh. Man. Hey, but I finished it. I finished it exactly at 11 o'clock. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Okay, let me just highlight some of the most important things here because I think I forgot to highlight some of the things I wanted to point out. I know that look. I know that look. Oh, I know that look. I know that look. I can spot it a mile away. These are more like, it's... I know I could spot it a mile away. It's kind of an idiomatic expression, I guess. So there we go. An obvious giveaway. This is very important. It's my daughter. So saying it's my daughter instead of saying, oh, it's because of my daughter or it's about my daughter. I mean, those are fine too, but you'll hear a lot of native speakers just say, oh, it's my daughter. Okay. Her ballet teacher told me the other day that she's got real talent and potential. Oh, shoot, I'm so sorry to hear that. No, wait, your daughter's got potential? Isn't that supposed to be a good thing? I thought that was supposed to be a good thing. Well, yeah, it's wonderful, actually. Oh, is it what I think it is? Oh, is it what I think it is? You gotta like, this is exactly the expression you should make. Like lift your nose up and your lips. Say, oh, is it what I think it is? Oh, is it what I think it is? Like a disgusted face, right? Like, oh, is it what I think it is? So it kind of expresses that you don't like it, that's what the situation is. Okay. Oh, is it what I think it is? Yeah, her teacher said that Sabrina could go far with the right kind of training and suggested that we consider. Okay, so here, I think the most important aspect of this part is the structure, the sentence structure, like practice the structure, the flow, okay? So her teacher said Sabrina could go far with the right kind of training and suggested that. And in your mind, you have to have the structure in mind, like said this and suggested that and so and so. Her teacher said that Sabrina could go far with the right kind of training and suggested that we consider sending her to a prestigious ballet school. Shit. Those places cost a fortune, don't they? Yeah, it's not just the tuition. It's not just A, it's A, B, and C. Okay, so it's not just A, it's B, C, D. Right? It's not just the tuition, it's travel, costumes, competitions. I mean, Heather and I aren't exactly rolling in money. So I think the expression here is kind of important too. So it's not exactly this. So we aren't exactly like, for example, instead of saying, it's like we aren't exactly best friends, right? That's something that you might hear a lot. And what that means is it's kind of hard to say that you're very close. All right. So basically you're saying that we're not that close. And you're saying that by saying, we're not exactly best friends. Right? I'm sure you've maybe heard that a lot. We're not exactly best friends. we're not exactly on speaking terms or something like that. So is that what Tony Stark said about Steve Rogers? We're not exactly on speaking terms. I think that was the line. Was that the line? Can't remember. Was there, am I imagining things here, or was there a scene in the Avengers where Doctor Strange said that Tony Stark should call Captain America, but then he said that they're not exactly... I can't remember exactly. Anyway, so... Oh, really? Oh, is that so? Is everybody experiencing a delay? Like, is it out of sync? No? No, it's not out of sync? Okay, so anyway, so Heather and I aren't exactly rolling in money. So if we go for this, oh, and this is kind of important too. I want you to really practice this line as well. I think this is kind of important as well. So assuming that we could even make it work. Okay, assuming that, so this is one of those phrases that is often used to add a condition, this sort of condition, into whatever you're saying. Okay, so assuming that we could even make it work, assuming that we can even get there, assuming that we can even afford it, or assuming that we can even find one, assuming that we can even, meet him or her, okay? So we can use it in so many different situations. So assuming that we could even make it work, it's going to be a hell of an adjustment. Oh, wait, I think this shouldn't be here. I think it's going to be hell of an adjustment. It's going to be a hell of no, is right. Have you heard of Tingle Break? I guess we don't really need that. Plus, it's not like there's any guarantee that it'll pay off in a promising career. It's not like, okay, so I guess this whole sentence is kind of important as well. It's not like there's any guarantee that it'll pay off in a promising career. Not that I doubt Sabrina's talent. No, you're right. That's exactly what makes it difficult. Instead of, that's exactly why it's so difficult. Why is correct, but I think, as you continue to learn and improve your English, this is one of those expressions that will make you sound a little more natural. I don't want to say more like a native speaker, because I don't want that to be your goal. Okay, I don't want your goal to be to be good as a native speaker, but something that'll make you definitely sound more natural is, okay, that's exactly what makes it so difficult. The worst part is I found myself wishing she weren't so talented, and the moment I realized that, what kind of person? You're taking it like a champ, hell of a lot. I think the phrasing, like the structure here and the expression used here, I think they're all kind of notable. I think it's worth learning. Okay. And this, they don't call it a curse, or they don't call it a curse with potential for nothing. They call it cursed with talent for a reason. They're both important, very, very important. I think the first thing you should do is, so this should come out of your mouth like instantaneously without having to think about it for even a second. It should just come out, okay, without even thinking about it. I think the first thing you should do is, and then da-da-da-da-da. You can pause here and think about what kind of advice you want to give, or what kind of guide you want to give. You can think about it, but here it should just come out, okay? So I think the first thing you should do is talk to someone who's been through it. I'm sure there are tons of folks out there. The use of out there, okay, instead of saying, if you look, okay, if you look for them, you don't have to say that. 찾아보면, okay, out there. I'm sure there are tons of folks out there who have been in your shoes. So I just want to emphasize this whole sentence here, okay, and especially the use of out there, okay. And remember, I'm sure you guys remember what this feels like, what it feels like to say this, and what it sounds like for native speakers to hear this. Okay, out there. It means if you actually go out there and look. All right. I'm sure there are tons of folks out there who have been in your shoes. I got you, bro. So I might know someone who. All right? I might know someone who. That means that you'll try to, you'll get in touch with someone and see if they can help. Okay? So I might know someone who knows someone who you could talk to. We don't need who here. Someone you could talk to. So I'm going to make a phone call, and you wipe that sad little puppy look off your face and get your head in the game. So the most important sentence today is this one right here. Wipe that sad little puppy look off your face and get your head in the game. It's your daughter's future we're talking about. Right. Stuffing those chips aren't helping. Something isn't helping. This is actually a very, very... It's a very English thing to say. And by English, I don't mean like British English, but like, the language English, okay? So saying that something isn't helping and saying that, like, you say, oh, it was so hard to be out there and moving all that stuff, and the cold weather didn't help. And that means, it basically means that it made it worse. But they often say that it didn't help. You see what I mean? Okay? So, or, doing that isn't helping means it's making it worse. It's actually making it worse. But they often phrase it like this. It's not helping, right? And stuffing those chips in your face aren't helping. Oh, wait. Oh, shit, this isn't. Sorry about that. So stuffing those chips in your face isn't helping. Did anybody catch this before? Did anybody mention this earlier? I can't believe I made that mistake. I guess I was thrown off by the chips thing. So say stuffing those chips in your face isn't helping. Are they Lay's? Sour cream and onion? Here, I'll just take them away. Oh, pumpkin, you asked twice. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. If it were me, I would probably just say eating those chips. Eating those chips isn't helping. That's probably what I would say. But A is just the type of person who would say stuffing those chips in your face isn't helping. Are they Lay's? Sour cream and onions? Here, I'll just take them away. Okay, that's it. That is it. That's pretty much it. I'll just copy and paste this. Whew, that's a long one. That is a very long one. Yikes. I think I would really enjoy putting together a video of two people actually doing this dialogue as if it were a real situation. The only thing that's holding me back is that I don't want to go all the way to the grocery store to pick up a Lay's sour cream and onion. I don't even know if they're going to have it. Although I guess I could just change the sour cream and onion to something else, like a Lay's original or something. Russell Westbrook. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This guy is here?
It's my daughter, Sabrina. Her ballet teacher told me the other day that she's got real talent and potential. Oh, shoot. I'm so sorry to hear that. No, wait. Your daughter's got potential. Isn't that supposed to be a good thing? I thought that was supposed to be a good thing. Look, they don't call it kids with talent for nothing. Okay, I think the first thing you should do is talk to someone who's been through it. I'm sure there are tons of folks out there who's been in your shoes. Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Come on. We need this part. We really need this part. Come on, we need this part, Russell. Are you doing it right now? Are you working on it? I mean, I don't know. I feel like I should wait for this part here. Should we wait? It's not. I'm not seeing it. Should we wait for it? Should we wait for it? Thanks, YG. Thanks for the housekeeping messages. Always appreciate it. All right, let's hear it. What? I know that look. I could spot it a mile away. What look? I'm just eating chips. Which is another obvious giveaway, by the way, because I know you only eat that stuff when you're stressing. Oh, right. Well, yeah, okay. I've had a lot on my mind lately. I knew it. Spill it. Well, it's my daughter, Sabrina. Her ballet teacher told me the other day. Her ballet teacher told me the other day that she's got real talent and potential. Oh, shoot. I'm so sorry to hear that. No, wait. Your daughter's got potential? I thought that was supposed to be a good thing. Well, yeah, it's wonderful, actually. Oh, is it what I think it is? Yeah, her teacher said that Sabrina could go far with the right kind of training and suggested that we consider sending her to a prestigious ballet school. Shit. Those places cost a fortune, don't they? Yeah, it's not just the tuition. It's travel, costumes, competitions. I mean, Heather and I aren't exactly rolling in money here. So, if we go for this, assuming that we could even make it work, it's going to be a hell of an adjustment. Plus, it's not like there's any guarantee it'll pay off in a promising career. Not that I doubt Sabrina's talent. No, you're right. That's exactly what makes it so difficult. The worst part is, I found myself wishing she weren't so talented. And the moment I realized that, I mean, what kind of parent thinks like that about their own kid? I'm just the worst. What the hell are you talking about? You're taking it like a champ. Hell of a lot better than anyone else in this office would. Look, they don't call it cursed with talent for nothing, okay? All right, so I think the first thing you should do is talk to someone who's been through it. I'm sure there's tons of folks out there who have been in your shoes. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. See? I got you, bro. In fact, I might know someone who knows someone you could talk to. So, I'm gonna go make a phone call, and you wipe that sad little puppy look off your face and get your head in the game. It's your daughter's future we're talking about. Right. And stuffing those chips in your face isn't helping. Are those Lay's? Sour cream and onion? Here, I'll just take them away. Okay. All right. Okay, looks like Russell Westbrook isn't gonna give us that last recording. Oh man, I thought we were gonna get that last part. I really thought we were gonna get that last part by the time I finished this. I wonder if he's working on it or not. Are there almost 200 people waiting for Russell? I really believed that we would get another recording by the time I finished that last dialogue. I thought we were gonna get it. I really thought we were gonna get it. I guess we ain't getting it, right? I guess we're just not gonna get it. I really thought we were gonna get it. Oh well. Maybe next time, right? Maybe next time. Oh, here's something that I could do. So, because eventually I'm going to edit this and put together an edited, shorter version of this dialogue at some point. In fact, I'm not exactly sure when that's going to be. And before I release that video, if and when Russell shares that last recording, I'll put it in the video. So, fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed. All right. Okay. All right. That's good. All right. Well, that's about it. Okay. All right, everybody. Thanks for spending all this time going through this very long and tiresome dialogue with me. I had a lot of fun with this one. And I hope I can see you again all very soon in a future lesson video or in a future live stream like this one. Have a good night, you guys. Have a good night. Take care. I'll see you guys hopefully very soon.